everyone. Welcome to the Ironkeep Chronicles.
Oh, you're here. You made it. A party. A vlog party. It is.
How simply delightful.
I told you to cancel it. I don't want anyone in our home.
Oh, Vanna, we all thought you were kidding. What a ham.
I never
What
joked.
a jokester. That's true.
Except for the one about
Yes,
the hamster.
And the baby's head.
Yes, that's a good one.
It's quite
But other than that, I never joke. Never.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Ironkeep Chronicles. I am your host and dungeon master for the evening, Tom Lovell.
You have an instrument there if you wanted to make noise.
Oh, I know.
Wait, I know. If I start role-playing, everybody else will stop. Is that the way that this bit works?
No, if you start role playing, well, like yes and like we're meant to.
I don't think that's
my
true.
experience. That's not the way it works, is it actually? Hey, welcome to our 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons game. It is our season finale. Whee! We're going to take a short break after tonight's session, do some other caretaking, self-care kind of things.
Oh,
have a little time off.
Do we whack your poor little heart?
I thought you said probital, and I was like, what is that?
Exactly what it sounds.
Word of day calendar.
Probital heart.
Yes.
I gotta look up.
So,
probable.
you have reached us at a fortuitous time. It's a lot of exciting events ahead of us this fine evening, and then we'll be off for 4 weeks, where we'll come back and finish the rest of our adventure in September. So welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's go around the table and meet everyone, shall we? Over here.
Shall me?
Shall we?
Shall we?
Taffy? 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 Shall me? Tell me.
Hi, I'm Shalmy.
I'm Talmy. We're a quirky duo. Uh-oh, we already have a quirky duo. Fuck.
Who is it?
The quirky boys.
Oh, everyone's long forgotten.
They have not.
Exactly.
It's Kyle Caps and Amy Vorpal, everyone.
Hello.
Captain Amy Vorpal.
That's both of us.
It's both of us.
Together.
He's playing a weird gnome who thinks he killed a raccoon.
And she's playing a half giant that wants a fairy. Wah wah.
Will Tintin would watch this Netflix series.
How many EL fudges does it take to get on a rolling sugar high?
I think one.
I think I got really good sleep last night, and it's just carried over.
Nice. Very good.
2 p.m. Amy.
Anybody? No, I'm like an 8 a.m. person, but I exercised. Yes.
Nice. Very good.
Anybody want an EL fudge?
I stole some already.
Yeah, you can have as many as you want. There's so many.
Hey, over in this end of the world, it's Eric Reichert and Havana Mahoney, everyone.
Oh, wow, what a grumpy face.
She's a bird lady that likes to play songs and has hollow bones.
Your
I thought
turn.
we were doing it.
Yeah, you're not gonna play.
And then there's that guy.
I got everyone gifts for the end of the season here. Eric's gift was these garbage candy cigarettes.
They look like the tampon string.
Honestly, they're perfect, I think, for your kid.
Why do you have that hard, stiff tampon string in your mouth? This obviously absorbed some liquid. I don't understand.
Smooter 12, thank you so much.
Thank
you.
7 up. Yes, very
Or
good.
S-money.
So, as those of
Wait,
you...
they didn't actually introduce themselves.
Eric introduced Savannah. And Savannah was...
And then Savannah didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
That's
as
fine.
the
Anyways, moving on.
Okay, anorexic, like chain smoking,
Sondheim character.
Sondheim
Sondheim bad boy.
Sondheim bad boy is the best description of anything ever. The Sondheim bad boy.
Crozai 153.
It could be C. Rousey. No, it couldn't. It's Crozai.
Oh yeah. Cronda Rousey.
Definitely. Very good.
Oh, I love that Cronda. She's so cruel.
Cruel Cronda Krause.
Jesus Christ. All right, this is
I
not...
have to lay it down.
This is gonna go
I feel weird.
You feel
Definitely
weird.
a guess.
Wow!
Yeah.
It all
Agent
happened.
XK150 lost.
Irregular Ginny. Lost Viking.
Oh, somebody
Somebody
dumped...
gifted group
Agent
sub.
Group
XK150, I Dragon 14, Shriveling.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right.
Thanks.
We're still
Awesome.
technically on the rails.
So everybody who got a reroll, everybody who subbed up gets to donate a reroll to one or more people at the table.
Oh my god.
You don't get to give your reroll to multiple people, but you get to give your reroll to someone here at the table, including me.
Or them.
Including me. And FYI, since this is the end of the season, rerolls do not carry over to the
It's
beginning
okay,
of
I
the
use
season.
all of mine anyway for cooking.
Well, you used both of yours last time, is that what
For
you're telling me?
cooking.
Oh, that's true, you did.
Yes. So if you sub up or indulge in any sort of subscription action, you get a reroll to award to someone here at the table or someone in a different game if you so choose. Also, if you do exclamation point tips or exclamation point unlocks, you can see the ladder of heroism, which I have laid before you. Your donations and tips can alter or influence the outcome of tonight's events. And we've got some good things on the docket, so I suggest you take a look at those. Also, I feel like these people are going to need your help. So,
No, you haven't killed us yet. I don't think any of us are ever
Single-handedly defeated
Anna
Metaphor.
still has a small tower of them, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, small
Yeah.
tower. I
Also,
I
I'm
have
not a
and I
person.
have a fairy to find.
Yeah.
This is the mid-season finale, Amy.
I know. Well, that's why I can't die. Can you imagine Lowstorm dying without finding a fairy?
Yes.
I
Dude,
thought about
yeah.
it. I think about it every week.
Oh, what if? Oh my God! What if the fairy's actually an angel that she meets after she dies?
Yeah.
Oh, after she dies. See,
Yeah, the
That's
Valkyr-
when you meet angels.
A
nah, guardian
Valkyrie-
angels are like with you all the time. That's like
A Valkyrie-
Catholicism 101.
Called ghosts.
Whatever you want to call them, that's what you teach babies when you're Catholic.
Now I just want a clip of Havana getting closer. She goes, "That's called ghosts."
Give it. Give
I
it.
learned how to make gifts. I did.
You know what's crazy is we both learned how to make gifts this season.
Oh, really?
On this show, we've both announced that we've learned how to make gifts.
Guys,
I
it's
still
easy.
don't.
You have to find the right
You must teach
software for your computer. Everyone was giving me PC software, and I've got a Mac.
Well, there you go. That's
And that's just a quick
That's
Google.
your
Wow.
problem.
Yeah.
Grip it with both hands, Tom. Where'd you learn to grab? Freaking weak hands camp.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was hoping we'd do a really bad high five.
It wasn't good
It
because
was-
you went like that.
I was trying to make it bad.
all right. So let's get.
Guys, stop flirting.
What if that's what people did every time?
Is that not what it is?
At least you'd know when someone was flirting with you, Jesus.
It's like, hey, how's it going? Oh, I think
Really?
he likes me.
Oh, I'm crying already. What time is it?
Give me an axe.
It's only been
Nice.
an hour.
That's a great name.
There you go.
That is a great name.
That's Jesse.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Jesse.
I'm dying.
All right. So we have a stack
Jesse's
of.
Thor, though. Isn't Jesse Thor?
We're not talking about the same Jesse. I'm
Oh.
certain of that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we have
Jesse
some
man.
carryovers from last week. Eric has 2.
That's
yes.
correct.
Thank
I
you for
have
validating.
at least 7.
No, that's not true. You have 6.
I had a few.
But 6 is close.
This is pretty good.
I don't have you down for any.
No, I don't.
No.
But if you want to
Now
get
you're learning.
He decided to spend all his rerolls on the cooking thing that he decided his character needed to be involved in.
No, of course his character needed to be involved.
And then immediately, now that the fight's broken out, I'm sure that the soup will have its...
Yeah, we got them drunk on soup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now
Tom. Yeah, does any of the story plot carry over into this one? Any of it? Including
You folks have
Look at
watched
you
the
guys
show.
fight.
You
I'm
know
gonna
the-
lament
the
the
plot
story.
does not carry over from one to the
Ooh, I found stickers.
What? Stickers?
Are they organizational stickers?
Oh, they are.
Oh God!
You might even call them tabs.
I need new shorts.
They're more tabs.
Oh my god, I still have my Spear of Justicia. You've given us a lot of little goodies.
I have.
I've never used mine.
No, you never have.
What is it?
It's like basically an extra spell slot, and I've never run out of spells.
Mine's been useful.
So.
Use it.
Thank you.
Mine's been useful. I seduced a wolf and then I murdered it with my Spear of
It was
You
a goat.
seduced
It was
a
a goat.
wolf?
Yeah,
it was a
was
goat.
this off stream?
You
was
did
a
not
goat.
seduce anything as cool as
Ah,
a wolf.
yes. A goat.
Goats are way cooler than wolves.
Yeah, they got those weird eyes.
Yeah, eat shit.
They
goat.
got
Strong disagree.
line eyes. They got
Yeah, they got those lesser evolved eyes that don't work as well.
lesser.
That's what it is. Their eyes just haven't.
Yeah, they're so cute and have dumb eyes.
Yeah.
All right, let's run down the list here. Wraith42 sends a reroll to Havana Mahone.
I needed
Crow's
some more.
Crow's Eye
Your
150.
stack is starting to teeter.
I thought these were DM rerolls.
No.
Oh,
They're all the
anything.
same.
oh, okay.
Any of these random campaign coins, thank you, campaign coins, are just
Rolls.
rerolls. One to Eric from Crow's Eye 150.
Oh,
2 to Amy
I saw you
from
standing
iDragon 14 and T-Boys.
Ooh, thank you.
T-Boys.
Oh, T-Boys followed me over here from Nerdist. We had a great old time.
He followed you?
He's outside the studio. He's like,
Ah.
Amy, I love you.
Yeah, but it's less creepy when he says it.
I have to tell you, I would rather have T-Boys outside the studio than the weirdos who have moved in down the block. The neighborhood has gotten really sketch in the past 2 weeks. I
The taco truck wasn't here tonight.
Yeah. Agent XK150 sends their reroll to Havana Mahone. Here, I'll trade this out to just
Guys,
so that we don't
Kyle
get
Cass.
confused. Tom Lommel. Tom Lommel got one on Tuesday from James V. Thank you, James
You don't
V.
get to do that.
Thank you, James V. And Havana Mahoney got one from somebody who I wrote down and I left this sheet of paper at home.
Oh,
So,
thank you.
Oh, good for you.
Dom, do you remember who it was?
Stealth honor, that's great.
Who gave Havana a reroll yesterday? Disorganized play.
Who said that?
I don't remember.
I
don't know.
recall
Is there a
either.
dog behind you in a
does not.
portrait?
It's not, it's me. It's not hugely important.
I'm playing the D&D.
All right.
My favorite Artful Badger.
Artful Badger.
Thank you, Artful Badger.
Favorite player want to give her a reroll.
What?
At the risk
Amy is fucking high on meth and it's insane. It's really intense.
of inviting more chaos
This is why we had to take a break.
onto the table,
Yeah, Tom goes self-care, and then he just looks right at me.
would anyone like to recap quickly the events of last
Oh
session?
boy,
I made some soup. It was great. The end of story.
you made some okay bad soup.
We
It
joined
was
up.
great
We
soup.
joined up
For
with
what it was intended for.
we
Yeah,
joined
yeah.
up with a mercenaries kind of guild of loggers who had a fort where they also paid tribute to nearby a Minotaur league, who in turn let them traverse the area.
I just
And-
think we should watch A Bug's Life really quick.
Okay.
Because I think that's the plot.
What?
Yeah.
A Bug's Life.
Oh yes,
Right?
You pay
Hopper.
tribute, but
Yeah.
but the Minotaurs seem to be a little nicer. Anyway, the Minotaurs, to accept the tribute, the Minotaurs come into camp and they expect a big soup, a fish soup to be made for them, which our friend Badger did.
Oh, I did a great job.
excellently. They've never tasted the likes of it, and also because they like being rowdy and having winners, they have 4 trials to perform. Well, the first trial that we chose to do was enter Alton Newberry into a fighting trial, and it was real crazy
I murdered a Minotaur without
Yes.
ever being touched.
without ever being touched. But then the ghost blood shadow guy of Lurg came back, who used to be trapped in the cube, and some of the remnants of it stayed with him. Anyway, he came up from the ground, and that's kind of where we left off.
Yeah, we were so unsure
Blood
about
demon.
what was going on, to be perfectly honest. Chaos broke out. I'm gonna hope to God that my soup didn't get spilled, but you
To
know.
God.
They loved it. They loved
that who-
it.
I remember there was a
that-
moment where they dropped their bowl, though, right? They saw the
Gold or whatever,
weird blood
Gnarl,
demon
whatever
thing.
his name is.
Yes. Yeah, they dropped their bowl.
You know, the god of
They
my
were
people
like
that I
4
forgot the name of.
servings in. They kept on going back for seconds and thirds, and I think they were on their 4th serving.
Yeah, it's
That's
true.
true. Yes, yes. That was remarkably concise and fairly accurate.
Amy's never done a recap on the show before.
No, because
They used to force
I
me
don't
to do it.
remember.
That's how you
I
know
have
she's
terrible
on meth.
memory. Except, yeah, when I do cocaine, I have really good memory.
You're on meth and cocaine?
And heroin.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta take yourself up,
Look, I only showed her
down,
the
and
ecstasy.
even yourself out.
I don't know what else she's on.
It's the only way you can function.
She's on it.
Smooter 12 sends their reroll to Havana Mahoney.
What the heck? Thank you.
It's
Oh my
probably
God.
because you're so photogenic.
Also, she has
It's like you
homophones.
want me to rip you in half. It's like you want that.
And if you fail the first time, you have all those rerolls.
You've got all those buttons that are just so fun to push.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Be Duluth!
What
Hey,
the fuck?
kicking things up. Donation of $60.
Wow.
Oh no, they're gonna make the bad guy come right away.
The bad guy is here. There's no question about
Well, what
that.
are they doing? Why are they doing
We're
it?
the bad guys.
Give me an X gives his reroll to Kyle Cat.
Yeah, thank you, Jess.
Heck
Yes.
Thank you.
Hi, yeah.
I got one.
Good.
I'm gonna use it for cooking
Yeah.
All right.
in the middle of battle.
Stop this
that's
fighting
smart.
and eat the soup.
Why did I even put this in here anymore? All right, so the table gets inspiration. Yay.
Oh, B. Duluth is on our side.
That's you. That's you. That's you. All right.
That's me.
Yep. All right. The entire table gets another reroll. I should have taken that out of the ladder. I don't know what I'm thinking here anymore. Including me, thank you very much. I'm going to do where I get like 3 to every one of the players.
No, stop it.
No.
Nobody likes me.
You just made up that rule in the middle of the game.
Tom,
Yeah.
Or my chopped liver.
Yeah.
everybody likes you,
I
Tom.
like you, Kyle. All right.
I like you too, Kyle.
Good. Okay. Thank God. I was worried.
And I'm not gonna stop flirting.
With
You guys
Mary.
haven't flirted at all. Now they're flirting. Great. I didn't.
I don't know if that was flirting or like
It was a three-way.
molesting.
Is that
That was a-
there was
that
almost
was
like
a three-way,
I
yeah.
felt the gentle head of a very sexy goat underneath the palm of my hand.
I've been called worse.
Oh my. You need to date a better class of person.
No, I've just been on the internet.
for 5 minutes.
She's just a
I'm
woman.
like, oh my god, you're insulting me. Yes, I'll go on a date.
She's just a woman that works in video on the internet.
Oh, perfect. All right. Another special thing has been unlocked through B. Duluth's donation here. A thing called Super Saver. All right.
Super Saiyan.
What that means is one time during the session tonight,
You can go super.
If
You're gonna
I
pull out
call-
an enormous lifesaver for us all to eat.
What?
Super saver, like a lifesaver. Come on.
That was really bad, Jogan. Look what
It was a-
look what it's cost.
That was a really great joke.
What it's caused though is
at the end, it's like a little needle in your mouth. You have to
It
be
is.
Oh yeah.
careful. No, what it is if I call
I
for...
hate this whole day. I was having a good day before I came here.
Wow. And I got you presents. Welcome.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Are you mad at me?
Somebody's getting stabbed tonight. I don't know who it is.
It's me. It's always me. It's
I
always
don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just one of my many buttons I have to be pushed. Maybe that's what it is.
She was talking about your pile of coins.
Yeah, because buttons and coins are the same, Kyle.
Pretty
Go
much.
to your room. Lay down.
The way Super Saver works is if I call for a particular type of saving throw, say a dexterity saving throw, one time during the session tonight, each of you can say, nope, I want to make that a blank save instead. So you can swap out your
A critical save.
whatever I'm calling for. You can swap it out with any other ability that you have on your
I'm always
character.
gonna choose
Any other-
best.
Yeah, that's sort of the idea is you can choose your best save. But hey, I'm not telling you how to play the game. And some other things have been unlocked, which we will get to later.
Later.
All right, so
It wasn't hate, it was anticipation.
we've introduced everybody. We've done the recap. We've taken care of some of the administrivia that we do. I think it's time for our theme song.
Yay! This is Havana's ukulele
You don't have to give credit to my uterus.
because I forgot mine at home. Like a fucking idiot.
Now that we've all eaten a bunch of cookies, let's sing a song.
I'm gonna drink some milk first.
Yeah. Oh, I've lost the lyrics.
Are you kidding? Eric smoked an entire cigarette just sitting here.
Yeah.
No, I chewed it and spit it out.
Gross.
Like you do with cigarettes.
I know I have so many paper. Oh, there's so many papers for leveling up once.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, Tom promised we could level up after today.
If you want to simplify your character, you can be the first to die tonight.
I'll sacrifice
I'm just gonna come back as Blowstorm.
Wow, you will.
You do not want to name your character that.
No, you're
Now
right.
she does.
I know. Okay, ready? I don't know when to start. Wait, I'm not doing it right. Okay, here we go. For one reason or another, I left my father and mother and everything I've known. Oh, they say they are always with me. I know it's true, I do believe. And they say to go, oh, go forth to where the forest is deep, and look for the one who's looking for me. I accept this quest. I will do my best on my journey to Ironkeep. On my journey to Ironkeep. On my journey to Ironkeep.
Wow.
Somewhere, it was totally in tune, but somewhere during it, it was fun. It got fun. Yay!
It was beautiful.
Hey, thank you. Awesome. So, let's start things off not exactly where we left off.
I made it difficult.
Oh, really?
Did the thing move? How did this change?
What?
Is it farther from you?
No, he just wanted me to go for a different
That's
lower
very
shelf.
dangerous.
I don't think they could see that, but that was the trolliest shit I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god.
Amy was like, let's just shake up this can of spring water.
God, that meth
only
makes
a-
her fat.
Only a $5,000 gaming table. That's all right.
Man, oh, we were all scared. Yeah. Amy immediately was like, I don't want to be involved. No, I just don't want to be a part of this.
All right. Zephyr sends their reroll to Havana Mahoney.
Thanks, Heather. Appreciate it. I need more.
You better be doing all the
She
things
has hollow
this game.
bones.
I have hollow bones.
To be fair, you can't spend your reroll on behalf of someone else, right?
Oh, she-
But will I?
No.
You've all pissed me off tonight.
What did
I do?
It just went. Fine.
Yeah, Don,
Oh.
anything?
I thought you were gonna do some producer shit to me, like, look at me, bring it down. No more yelling. No more yelling.
Your attitude is.
You're peaking.
You
You're
said
peaking
ghost
it. No,
way too
your
loud.
mouth is just-
Stretch.
Wrap it up. Oh, thank God.
Wrap it up and stretch.
Stretch it out.
Wrap it up and stretch it. Wrap it up
Stop.
and stretch
Hold.
it. Stop.
Holding. And
Bring it in,
bring
bring
it
it
in.
in.
Bring it in.
This is some great television that's happening off camera right now.
Oh yeah, the joke doesn't really play. You can't see it. It's funny.
All
though.
right. Why don't we have everybody do an either an intelligence investigation or
Jonana, thank
banana, thank
Banana,
you,
banana.
or a wisdom perception check, please.
What is it?
Say it one more
Perception or what?
time.
Perception or intelligence investigation.
Ooh, baby.
Perception is going to be a 17 for me.
19 for me.
Ooh.
I've got a 26.
9?
Wow. Okay.
25.
Ooh, dang.
All right.
25 on
25.
perception. Because you know what? I'm paying the fuck attention.
All right. Very good. Well, we'll kind of. Yeah, this makes sense.
How many blood demons does Havana see?
Well, I don't see any Amy, but Strum might.
Oh.
So.
So mad at
Let
you.
me get.
Don't be mad at me!
Let me get this out. In
Respect
my
in character.
in my copious free time,
The anchor
which
is real.
is also known as between 12:30 and 2 o'clock this afternoon.
You bragging about how busy you are?
No, not really.
Oh, that's gone.
No, I got it.
Luigi's gonna eat it.
No.
Don't let the dog eat metal.
Luigi's not gonna get off his ass to do anything.
That's largely true. You can't insult my dog by accusing him.
I'm
of
not
being
I'm not
lazy.
insulting him. I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
When it's
Exactly.
saving throw time, he just like chills
Oh,
out.
come on, people. Grace Song gets stabbed somehow. Is in for $1.
Grayson gets
Dollar.
stabbed somehow.
Oh,
He's not even been born yet.
Grace Song.
yeah.
Stabbed
No,
it.
Grayson.
Stabbed
Grayson.
bed.
What are you? What is happening?
Huh?
Are
I'm
you
just
having
reading what I see on the screen.
Having a stroke?
Grace.
All
having
Grace
a stroke.
on.
Yeah, we're all having a stroke.
Get,
Okay, it's a gas leak. All right, I just need to be real about that.
there was a great Reddit thread that went around where a guy was like, I've been finding random post-it notes around my apartment, and I left myself like a pad of paper to make a note about something, and when I came back, the pad of paper had been moved and somebody else had written on it. I don't recognize his handwriting. And does anybody? I think my landlord is coming in and like leaving shit in my apartment. Does anybody have any legal advice? And somebody was like, "Are you sure you're not suffering from carbon monoxide poisoning?" And he's like, "I do have headaches." And he went and he plugged in his CO2 detector, and it was like, "Woo!" Like 1,000 parts per million. And the guy was literally just like high. Like they thought maybe he had like some sort of dissociative personality disorder, and no, he was just poisoned by his carbon monoxide.
Is he gonna be okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Does it
fine.
suck?
He came back. He came back in later
The
and was
whole
like,
story.
"Yes, I'm okay." It turns out that handwriting was mine. I just didn't recognize it because I
Wow.
was so high.
That's
or
really
so out of it.
scary.
That is scary. Good for him. Good for Reddit for like
Well,
I guess solving a problem.
He could still get legal advice because it's up to the landlords to keep those CO2 detectors
Yeah,
like
right.
Yeah.
functional. They should be coming in like once or twice a year checking them.
So let's take a
Sue
look
'em.
at
Yes.
Fort Baird.
I didn't see this map. That wasn't the one I saw on Twitter.
No, it was not.
Look at this fort.
Oh, it's the fort.
It's so pretty.
Ah,
Very good. So,
that's so cool.
so this is the mess hall.
That's why I was cooking.
And the kitchen where you were cooking, right? There's a palisade and like little guard watchtowers, right, at the various corners. This is the lumber mill that you had seen when you came in. This is very clearly some sort of farmyard, and then some other building is attached here. Maybe it's a bunkhouse. Although over in this corner, there's a lot of tents and whatnot for the various loggers to sleep outside. This is a tall water tower. And then these are where the 3 skill challenges, the circles were set up by the Minotaurs, and you're sort of just in the center area, right? Like that's where you guys have had your dinner and ceremony and whatnot.
And my soup is being stored where?
Well, it comes out of the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Right?
So the main portion. It wasn't brought out to them,
Yep.
and like a big thing. It was like they were.
No, it was a big thing.
It was poured into bowls and then taken out to them.
No, it was a big call.
Yeah, they brought
Okay,
out a
what
cauldron.
they
Right?
did-
Yeah,
so
they
okay.
did bring out a cauldron and then they served them individually. But this is
Well,
where it
I
was
worked in
all
catering
made.
for a month, and that's not how it works.
But
Very
forest catering.
Did you
Deep
cater a lot
forest
of? Yeah, did
catering?
you cater a lot of Minotaur parties?
Have you heard of the Emmys? Yes.
You catered all of the Emmys?
I catered the like after parties, the governor's
And
ball.
we all know
Oh, really?
Minotaurs run
Dang.
the entertainment
Wow.
industry.
It was dehumanizing. It was the worst experience of my entire life.
Yeah.
That's not true, but it was really
Yeah.
made me feel really bad.
I'm sure
Oh,
it
that's
was- it was
gorgeous.
very
Is that
bad.
the Devon Rue?
Yeah, that's the Devon Rue compass.
It's so good.
Mm-hmm. Courtesy of campaign coins. You could win one if you went and watched our Call of Cthulhu game that we ran on Saturday night. If you
Yeah.
go watch it on the YouTubes and then make a comment over at campaigncoins.com of what your favorite moment was, you could win a compass rose from campaign coins. So go check that out. Quick little fortuitous plug. So, some things that you noticed before the chaos happened, right? During the course of, we sort of like fast forwarded through like your afternoon at the fort, or however you want to call it. So just some highlights of things that you noticed leading up to the duel and whatnot, and the feast and the celebration itself properly, right? So, Havana, one thing that you
Excuse me?
Strumthrum.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
yeah.
Do not use our human names.
What are you in this scenario?
None of us are human.
That's true. None of us
Oh,
are
yeah.
human.
I thought maybe
Strong.
you were like my mom or something. Do not use our human names.
You notice that back in this area there is a wagon, right? And
Typical.
the wagon has very heavily constructed wheels, like they're designed to kind of like.
Crush skulls.
Is it for off-road?
Maybe. They're definitely like the wagon is definitely designed to kind of go through the woods and the forest and
Everything's
whatnot.
off-road. Yes.
Yeah, it's not. Well, I mean, the trail that Fort Baird is on, right, was clear cut. So there is a road of
Well,
sorts.
but I mean, like, compared to, like, a road as we know it now.
Yes.
Off-road, I would
True.
think, yeah.
Right. A lot of the main
Semantics.
travel routes are kind of packed dirt or gravel, so there are roads of a sort, but not out here in the woods at all.
Sure.
Right. But the wheels of this particular wagon really look like they're. Yeah, it was just my dog being finally relaxing and stopping begging for French
Oh,
fries.
wait, did it make a noise?
I think he went. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I couldn't. It didn't
I
sound.
thought Amy
peaceful,
was
it
just
sounded-
flirting with him.
So it's got very very heavily reinforced wheels, and it has a very ornate suspension that you have not really seen the like of on most wagons. Like, sure, a standard wagon has some spring to the axle and the wheels and whatnot, so that it's not a super bumpy ride. But this has some sort of very sophisticated suspension, and that's because in the back where the box or the bed of the wagon would be, there is an enormous cast iron barrel that is banded with bronze. And if you want to think of maybe a little bit more modern analog, would be the old-timey kind of fire truck wagons with the giant tank on them.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
the old-timey pump where you'd actually get on and, you know, pump them and whatnot. It looks very similar to that, right? And that's parked back behind that outbuilding there. I'm just telling you things that you happen to notice.
Okay, and I'm listening.
Okay.
What do you want me to do?
I don't want you to do anything. I'm just telling you, like, that's what.
I roll
that's
for initiative.
something that you noticed.
I want to fight that
Just take
wagon.
it in. Just take it in.
Well, this is the
Cast
answer.
iron barrel bound in iron in a very.
But enormous, right? It's probably 8 feet across and at least
And
6
this-
feet tall.
She sees this before the soup even.
Yeah, while you're, you know, you had a meeting with Solomon Baird, you know, he
okay.
did some cooking, you did some other falderall. While in the course of your day going about your business here at the fort, in as much as it was business, that's something that you happen to notice. It's just kind of tucked back.
And that
there.
is all that's in that wagon that I can see.
Yeah, and it's actually covered with like a canvas tarp. So
Okay.
you just happen to kind of
I
like
peeked in
take,
a slat or
take a look
something.
in there. Yeah.
Does it
yeah.
smell like anything?
It's my number 12.
It smells like adventure.
It smells like.
It it has a little bit of a sulfurous smell to it.
Ha ha ha! Exploded.
All right.
Quick question. Last game, when
Yeah.
we spent the night in the forest, we had the Strength of the Forest, where we could use a bonus action, I think, to spend 2 hit die plus
That was
plus
last
our con.
session.
That was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just wondering.
All right. So, next up, who got the next highest?
You got 19.
You got 19.
I got a 9, so
Yeah, you got
I
low.
suspected by
19,
bus.
17.
Oh, okay, 19. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Forgot about all those cool
the thing that you notice is it's a little bit when the Minotaur entourage
Very
comes
low-key.
in, right? Like there's 10 of them. It's a big almost borderline ceremonial parade.
No.
Right? And they bring like tents and whatnot, even though as far as you understand it, they're not planning to spend the night. Like they still have brought tents and such. And they
As
have
presents?
no, like they set up a tent just
Oh.
because, just in case
For
the
comfort,
chief
for day comfort.
wants to go someplace where
Got
he
it.
can't, isn't seen by everyone. So they have a tent and they have a couple of chests that you assume that have clothes in them and whatnot, or that they're going to take stuff away. God knows, right? They just have this miscellaneous stuff. Besides, it's not just the 10 of them show up, is what I'm getting at, right? They have a bunch of equipment, and you're standing there, kind of like taking in this parade of minotaurs and observing everything that they have with them, and you notice that 2 of the minotaurs, kind of about halfway through the procession, are carrying this large trunk, right? So it looks like it's very heavy leather, banded with iron. It definitely has a big lock on it. But the thing that strikes you is you look, and there's very clearly some sort of little air holes, like spaced around the top and the bottom of the trunk, right? It's not big enough that you can like see inside of it.
How big is it?
No, it's about 5 feet wide and about yay big. I mean, you could fit whatever. You could
Several bread
You could
boxes.
fit a person in there. You could fit a couple halflings in there. You could probably not a large size creature.
Would they like be guarding this, or is this something that we could get a look at later? Or would I?
They have it with their stuff, and there's 10 of them, right? So somebody's always watching their stuff.
There's only 10 minotaurs?
Yeah.
9.
How many? Yeah, no, true. Now there's 9. Thank you to the Bard, the Smooter 12, Kineas, and BSB Care for the
Oh, wow, thank you.
donation.
Thank you.
So very good. And Little is here for the bits.
Nice.
So that's what you notice.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Thank you.
Strikes you as a little odd. But one thing that you also notice is that there are some like farm animals, some pigs and chickens and stuff over in this yard over here that are running around. You can definitely hear like the sound of farm animals coming from that area. It seems like that's maybe like a barn or a livery or the part of the
But the
stables
minotaurs
or
don't
whatever.
have anything to do with that, right? That's just what's already been there.
That's already there. You suspect like, oh, I don't know, maybe they're gonna like load up some some farm. Maybe that's part of what happens here.
Okay.
Is not only do they get the fish, they get some fresh farm animals. Who knows? Hard to tell, but
Do they
it's
have a dinosaur? Is it a dinosaur in there?
There's several dinosaurs.
maybe. All right,
So a Stardew Valley joke?
No. Like the beginning of Jurassic Park, all you see is like
Yeah.
an eye come through like the travel crate.
there's a velociraptor inside.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense because velociraptors were actually only about that big.
What? Don't
And
ruin
they had
A
feathers.
baby.
Don't ruin
No,
those
like the first
highly realistic movies for me. So that's what you notice. Kyle, you get it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jordan.
Thank you.
Dwarven.
Jordan the
talk
raccoon
about, like,
slayer.
ruining my immersion.
Wow. You go into the kitchen, and one of the things that you notice is that they have, kind of to your surprise, like so you came rolling in with this wagon that had all these fish that were on ice, right? And to your surprise, they have a whole freezer. Like they have did it used to be called an ice room or an ice house? Like they have an ice house that they have a bunch of stuff that's cold, So they have meat that's hanging in there that's kept chilled, and other kinds of food that would that would potentially go bad. But they have an ice house, and they have this thing is packed like every corner, and then there's columns of just this pure of this ice that you can tell must have been magically created. Right?
Yeah, like from those
stacked
gems
up
that
from
they
those
had?
gems,
Okay,
yeah. And you don't have the chance to really pilfer any of this stuff, but you do notice that one of the kind of the guy he's he's not the head cook, right? He's more of the butler of the house. He's sort of the man in charge of managing the place. He does like open a drawer and take one of these crystals out and then close it and lock it again. And he's got the key with him, but then he goes back in the ice house and creates more ice by crushing one of these gems. So you get kind of a idea where at least some of those might be. The other thing that
it's locked.
Yeah, but it's locked. The other thing that you notice, or the other thing that transpires, is last session you were like, "Do we have any? Is there any ale? Do you have any ale? Is there any ale?" And the kitchen staff is like, "We don't. We can't. We're too far into the forest to brew ale, and we don't have the means to grow enough grain here in the woods to brew our own ale."
In which I have told them multiple times about my family's like mushroom ale recipes.
Yeah. And then they're like, "Well, we'll take that under advisement," but I don't know, and I don't know that we need it. And they get out this jug of what they call fairy water, and when they pop the top off of it, you can tell that it's under. It makes a poop popping noise, almost like a champagne. And they pour it, and it fizzes like champagne. But each time that they pour a glass, it pours a different color. And
It's like Mary Poppins.
And it's kind of the kitchen staff reward for working so hard on the Tagra Mosque.
Did I have a sip of it?
Yeah. And it bubbles, and it's a fountain of different flavors inside of your mouth. There's like peppermint, and then there's cherry and blueberry, and like all of these fascinating, like very sweet flavors that keep changing. And you notice that each time that you tip it up and take a drink, it changes color.
Cool.
Yeah.
But what is the sequence? And what does it mean?
And does it kill anybody?
No discernible sequence.
When I hiccup, does it explode?
But
Oh, you hiccup a rainbow!
you
It's like when a rainbow happens in a mist, so it's just like gross saliva bit. A semblance of a rainbow.
No, what you realize is that like you finish one glass and you're like, "Oh, that was really good," and they like immediately pour you another one, and everybody's looking at you, and you like drink it, and then you're like, "Wow, this is really good." And they pour you another one.
What do
and you
they want?
drink it, and then finally you do feel like this enormous belch kind of welling up inside of you, and you burp, and it's just this stream, like this swarm of bubbles comes out of your mouth and kind of floats in this scintillating kind of like swirl of colors, right? And then all of a sudden it goes pop, 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 like little firecrackers all just going off in the air.
Nice.
And
You're terrified.
give me a I guess a wisdom save. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
This is what does Jorvin in.
Let's see.
Roll for sanity.
Don't you mean
3
Kyle?
plus 3 is going to be a 6.
Yeah. So you like yelp uncontrollably, like you're absolutely startled when the pops go off, and everybody in the kitchen just laughs their ass off because they all knew that this was coming. And then after that, they start pouring like more out of this jug, and they all start like intentionally belching and popping out sparks.
I legit want this.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
It's really fun. We have a belch party.
But nobody gets hurt. That it is just fun, Tom.
Yeah.
No one's like
no one's hurt.
controlled.
I mean, everything in moderation, Ms. Vorpal.
Even moderation.
Even.
What does that
You need
mean?
to take moderation and moderation.
Yeah.
And sometimes exceed.
I didn't get it.
You do feel a little kind of like woozy and inebriated from the fairy water, but as soon as those pops go off, you snap out of it.
Okay.
And you kind of realize that it's not necessarily just the pops. It's like you drink this stuff and you get a little inebriated from it, and as soon as anybody makes a snapping noise or a sharp, plosive like that, you all kind of sober up.
Okay.
So it's this weird kind of thing where it's a very kind of
What the
like
fuck?
short, limited duration kind of thing.
I instantly don't want this anymore. I was really in, and then sober. If anybody claps, I'm out.
Yeah. So that's that. And then Mr. Nine
It's very lucrative.
over here. I don't remember exactly what you
I
were.
was just looking at butts, I assume.
I assume you were looking at butts and
Mr.
kind of.
Knight.
Oh,
You were-
he rolled a 9.
You were also trying to sort
And
of.
we had a big butt thing last.
Just last
It was a
session?
Last
moderate
session.
butt thing.
Was it
Every
last
day.
session?
Every day.
Every day's
all
a butt
day.
day.
Yeah.
That's like all I
Don't skip
think
butt
about.
day.
That's all I think about. Just butts. I'm thinking about them right now.
I am now too.
You're thinking about a really good one right now.
Did you just roll for
Yeah.
me, Havana, my butt thoughts?
Yeah, what kind of butt you were checking out?
Okay, yeah. It is, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
really good one.
tracks. Clocking that.
I think you were also sort of like a little bit kind of comparing notes with Garen Vance and kind of sound him out about like.
I want to see if like he's worth actually having a fight with, because he seems like if he is. I mean, he says like, "Oh, I'm past my prime" and stuff like. If that's like
It's
an
not
actor,
worth it for
or
you to-
you know, if it's actually.
Sure. Give me an insight check.
Yeah. How badly is this? Very bad. Very bad. I'm gonna.
Wow!
I'm
All
gonna waste
right,
time.
here it comes.
Is that your only one?
No.
I've got a bunch to share.
Listen, this is the one thing I'm good at is fighting. It's the one thing I have.
Hypothetically.
Yeah.
You aren't.
Not hypothetically.
Oh, you just re-rolled it 3 times.
16. Well, 16.
Are you gonna try and fight?
You
No, I just want to see if he's worth fighting.
you
That'd be so inappropriate for you to just
You deserve my blade.
sneak attack him right now.
Just like
In the midst of the chaos.
Yeah.
Just ha
he's like, I must organize the defense.
No blood demon now! Why is there a blood demon now? Hold on, Garen.
so you can't get a fix on him at all in terms of whether his supposed humility is just an act or if he genuinely is not interested in dueling and he's trying to play it off and he's kind of concerned about his abilities because he feels like he's let himself go. So your sounding him out doesn't really work, right?
Okay.
But then at some point you were having like a snack in the mess or whatever, and
Well, actually, that's not canon. He doesn't eat.
Do you know what
He's
he
having
did?
coffee.
Yeah, you're having coffee and
you sliced up a big piece of cake and you walked the length of the camp so that everyone saw you with the cake and then you like threw it out.
Yeah.
Amy!
I sat down with a bunch of people. I got a nice big plate of food, like sausage or whatever. I sat down with a lot of people, and I was like cutting it into pieces, and then I would like in a fork talk and sit down, cut more pieces, so it looks like I'm eating.
This is terrible.
slicing it finer and finer and finer.
Oh my god, if anyone does this IRL, please get help.
And then
I
somewhere
love you.
somewhere in the bushes you've just thrown it out in the.
That's terrible. I'm really worried about him.
But
Oh, I hate that.
you're in the mess hall and they're talking about how the band of the Burning Blade came back and had like half the guys didn't come back, and somebody makes this offhand remark like, well, if Glass-Eyed Jack wasn't with them, I don't think any of them would have come back. And so you get a little, you kind of like you
Yeah, you didn't.
pop you pop an eyebrow at that, and the guy says, "Oh well, he's the best swordsman in camp."
Okay.
So, from that experience, you get the idea. Well, maybe there's more to Garen Vance than he's willing to let on. The other thing that you notice though is
It's a demon. It's a demon. It's a demon.
we didn't put it in the ladder tonight, did we, Dom? Amy has a song.
I do have a song.
Yeah.
Put that in the ladder. Put it up real good.
We always do it at $100. If we hit $100, we'll have Amy sing a song. I don't know if we're there yet,
No
but
surprise.
Huh?
There.
We're there.
Oh.
We're there.
all right, very good.
What's happened? Is it about
But
me?
the other thing that you notice is you're sitting there and you're having some coffee with these guys and kind of like quizzing them about Garen and whatnot. And just for like a quick moment, you see somebody walk in and then they very abruptly like turn around and you get just a flash on them and you're like, yeah, that guy looks familiar. I don't know.
Okay.
And that's as close as it gets. You think you see somebody
It's probably Lurg.
that you recognize,
It's definitely Luke.
Definitely
Or the
not.
other guy. the other guy.
Master's
That was with-
Apprentice.
Well, no, wait. What?
Master's Apprentice.
Oh,
Shelfie
no.
Shelfie.
Shelfie.
Right?
Shelf,
Isn't that-
shelf?
isn't that
No,
Master's Apprentice?
Pierre's.
Oh,
Master
Pierre.
Pierre's.
he's in the cube.
Yeah, he's gone.
Maybe he's astral projecting,
Oh, maybe.
you dummies.
Duh.
Duh!
I gotta write that down.
No.
Wow, that's a good one. All right.
Note to self, I
Okay.
gotta make.
Hey, I'm GMing a game soon. Astral projection out the ass.
So those are the things that you picked up on during the course of your milling around here at Fort Baird. Then the rest of the afternoon, evening transpires as we previously played, and Alton gets into a duel with Iron Snout.
So I'm
Kill the
thinking
fuck
out of it. Iron Snout?
it's like not Bravest Warrior, that's a cartoon. Ultimate Ninja Warrior, right? Or American Ninja Warrior,
Yeah, sort of.
where
So-
they are on the pedestal and it's moving and they've got the big like
Q-tips.
Q-tips
Oh,
on
it's
their
American
body.
Gladiator.
American
Modern
Gladiator.
Chow,
American
thank you.
Gladiator.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I can quick like sketch it out for you if you
American
really want.
Gladiator.
Yeah.
So there's a log and it's mounted like this, and there is a log that is mounted like this, and there is a log that is mounted like this, and they all sort of spin, right? So it's if this you're looking at it from top down, there's these three logs that spin independent of one another, right?
Automatically, or
No, they
because
have
you're
somebody. They
on
have
them?
somebody with like. I think I described they have a chain.
Yeah.
Oh,
There's
right.
a chain at the base. So if
I
you-
thought maybe they'd be pivoted on a rock, is what I was thinking.
Yeah. No, it's not
There's
that
like
kind
another
of thing.
pole in the ground and they're
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, they're sort of at like slightly different heights, so that they can all kind of. If you look at it sideways, right, and then there's a chain at the base of each of these things that causes the whole thing to swivel around, and so they each spin independently, and so you kind of have to wait for your guy to come around and take a stab at it.
And then you murder the fuck out of
Then
their
you-
best fighter.
Absolutely murder the.
Good
fuck out of
job.
Yeah, who was that? That was Snout something. Iron
it.
Snout?
Iron Snout.
Yeah, he's done.
He was the second in command.
I think he's
to-
okay.
to the
KIA.
chief.
Was
His
Iron
guts
Snout-
got ripped open and then a blood demon pulled his blood out of his body.
I think he's
Yeah,
gonna make it.
and his heart came out and got absorbed into the creature.
Yeah, it was
He's gonna
nasty.
be alright.
Yeah, I mean,
He's gonna be
It's
okay.
nasty.
but is he okay? Can you roll?
Yeah, roll all those D6s.
How's his butt look?
Everything looks bad. That's what that says. All right.
Saggy
Before we get
butt.
into the combat that then ensues, let's have our song from Amy Warpal. How do you feel?
Oh, I feel really great about it. Except I might need to retune. So where do I put? Oh, it's right here.
While
Should
Amy
I
is
share?
getting that stuff out, there's a couple
Ow.
other things that chat has unlocked. Thank you, which we will share later. And also, everybody at the table gets 3 bumps that they can deploy
My God.
during tonight's event.
I want that other one.
Move, bro.
Coke and a cookie is too much for me.
You just gotta embrace the shame.
No, it's just like my mouth starts to feel like a sand pit with all the sugar in there. A sarlacc pit. My tongue's a sarlacc.
I don't have the best tuner on my phone.
Can digest almost anything besides Mandalorian armor.
Yeah, exactly. Anything but the fit.
Fucking nerd. Oh man.
In the extended canon, Dangar actually saves him.
This children is what we call a nerd. This right here, that's a nerd. Now who can tell me what the main component of being a nerd is?
They say I'm actually a lot.
Raise your hand, Miss Vorpal.
They say I'm actually a lot.
That is, it's one of the main components.
I knew it. Oh, and
Another important component to remember is that they're always named Eric,
And they're mostly shit.
and they're mostly shit, and live on a diet of sugar and self-deprecation.
Sorry.
That's it for today's lesson.
A mess of corn. All right.
Does this song have a title?
Yeah. Oh my god.
Wait.
Called I Love You, Havana.
It's called I Seduce It. Wait, I think oh yeah. Oh, it's very. This is.
Amy, I'm sorry I brought you a ukulele.
No. It's a really great.
Jesus.
It's just. I'm so used to the size of it. Like I don't need. I normally have to rest it on. Oh god, it's like I just rest it on my body parts and it's fine.
Your boob?
Yeah. Oh god. Okay, here we go.
It's called a ukulele rest.
Here we go. Give me the monster you want me to fight. The stronger the better if you think that you might do a full TPK. You can't scare me away. Oh, I got a strategy that's proven by years of tons of DMs who love to play on my fears. I won't fight or confuse it. No, I'll just seduce it. I'll seduce your monster if you let me. I'll saunter over and bat my eyes. I'll figure out which parts qualify as its neck, its toes, its thigh. I'll tickle them and sigh. For whether it is a demon fiend, a blob of goo, or a war machine, your monsters love destruction, but they have no idea what to do when confronted with seduction. Your behemoths of evil, sure they'll do. Wait till they hear me say, I want you to be mine. And damn, you're fine, because my charisma is off the charts. I could make them fall in love with my farts if that's their kind of thing. I could make my butt sing. I'll fart at your monster if you let me. Even though it's not.
Improvise. Is there anything on those sheets, Kyle?
It's blank. It's completely.
Even though it's not a victimless crime, I'll cover myself in their excrement slime. They'll lower their defense. Smells the best sexy sense. For whether it is a demon fiend, a blob of goo, or a war machine, your monsters love destruction, but they have no idea what to do when confronted with seduction.
That was really beautiful.
Yeah, I didn't expect that song.
Songs in the Key of D&D by Amy Corbin.
So we need to
Now
discuss
available on
Everywhere.
CD Baby,
yeah.
Spotify for free. Spotify for free.
but pay for it.
No, you don't have to.
CD Baby, you pay for it.
You don't
It's
need
worth
to.
it. It's worth it.
Pay for it.
You really
It's
don't
worth
have
it.
to.
It's absolutely worth it though.
Okay, thank you.
Rack up a few thousand listens on Spotify.
And you'll get 5 cents.
That's worth. That's.
I did.
No, I'm suggesting more thousands.
Why would
Oh.
Tom know your analytics?
He's got that sheet.
I'm a hacker.
I don't know. A lot of.
What a weird. I just want to see how my friends are succeeding. The nicest hacker.
But like the lowest amount of income you could possibly get from a CD is like what I've gotten from that CD. So that would be a weird thing to check in on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I just have a question because when I asked you if the song was about me, you said, kind of.
You said, what's it about how much you love me? And so it's like kind of because it's seducing. So, I don't know.
It tracks. It
Have
tracks.
you seduced me before?
I mean, she tried a
I mean,
lot.
I farted on you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We were in a bed together
We
for
were in a bed
multiple
together.
nights in a
Yeah.
row.
Yeah, and when
Like 6 nights.
And when people sleep, they fart. I don't know if I do, but people do.
I have never
We
farted.
know you do.
It all comes out my mouth. Not my poop, Amy.
I don't. Okay. Hey. You said it all comes out of your mouth.
Not my pee.
All right.
Pee out your mouth. You poo poo out your mouth.
With us, maybe. Thank you.
And so.
And on that note,
Alton does a backflip over the top of the staggering Minotaur, stabs his blade through the spine, and it erupts forth. The Minotaur, Arbin Ironsnout, tries to grab onto the blade, but then he saws it back and forth and opens up the great beast's solar plexus.
We already did this. Why are you describing it again?
And a gout of blood drizzles down onto the ground, and suddenly a shadow forms and scoops it in, and the heart of the Minotaur is ripped forth and plunges or gets sucked upward.
Into his brain?
Oh my god!
Oh, I bet that feels awful. Oh my
It's
god.
just a sharp edge, it's fine.
Oh!
As long as I didn't open up
I thought that
a
was
vein
part
or
of
an
it.
artery. And
Dude, if you
suddenly,
started bleeding.
a giant, bloody
Oh no, carnage!
human form.
That's not carnage. How dare you? I thought you were a nerd. You lied.
Well, he's not going to
You
stand
called
up.
me that.
That's why we're not doing
You
it.
called yourself that
He's
first.
not going to stand up.
Wait, no, you didn't.
No, you just said,
is that actual size?
please don't poke my ass.
No, none of this
I
is
said
to
I
scale.
I know, I don't want you to.
Why are
We need one more
What
point.
is this,
We need
by
one
the
more
way?
point of articulation, please.
Well, pull his, elongate his wiener. Make him a tripod.
Push one arm forward, one arm back.
You're going to have to change the leg position.
Yeah, that's
I
them legs.
tried.
Them legs.
Hey, Aaron.
Anyway, it rises up out of the ground, and it is 9
So
feet
hot.
tall.
Maybe.
So it is very large.
It is 9 feet tall.
Yeah.
9 feet
So
tall.
am I.
Blood.
Boom!
And you see the
Standing
Minotaur's heart beating in the front of its chest. Ba-boom, ba-boom,
That's
ba-boom.
what we call weak spot babies.
Nice.
Don't change
There.
the body
How
position.
does that look? Evil. All right. And
Did you paint that?
a little bit.
Come to me.
And so the chief, the Minotaur chief, who is
Is he a symbiote?
Kippa Bonehook. Kippa Bonehook drops his bowl of Togger moss. It falls clean out of his hands, and he says, "What manner of foul magic is this?" Let's roll for initiative.
Oh, we're just getting right into it. Come on, baby.
Yeah, that's
Nice. Sorry, that wasn't.
right.
I'll take it.
Not great.
Oh, I have a +0. I'm not very bad.
You can't have anything over here.
gosh.
Sorry, buddy.
All right. So
No, eat all those candy cigarettes.
I think Luigi heard me say he's never gonna get off his ass.
Yeah, now he's not sat down this whole time.
all right. So what is this?
There's no snacks over here.
Great.
Yeah, turn around and back it up.
Good to eat. What's that over there? That's also nothing. Good to eat. All right. So
Thank you, Witless Me and Blind Seer.
It's not gonna work out.
Yeah, you gotta back up, buddy. There's no way around.
Luigi. Go back from whence you came. No, don't come back here.
Aw, he likes you.
It's gonna get stuck.
He's
Behind you, ding dong. I don't think he can turn around. He's too long.
yeah. Whenever somebody says like, "Oh, what a graceful, elegant creature," I'm like, "You've never seen him try to back up." Yeah, back up, buddy. Down one.
just-
one-
well, I live here now.
Yeah, exactly. One time we, he well, that's not gonna entice him.
Nice
It
trap.
worked.
I saved the day.
I took him to one of the animation studios. They were doing a group kind of education segment on quadrupeds. And one of my friends, his wife runs the education program, the continuing education program. And she was like, "Can you bring Luigi in, because greyhounds don't have a lot of meat or fat on them, and so you can see the skeletal structure and whatnot." And we're sitting in this huge auditorium, and we were on the edge so that I could bring him up on stage. And then there was just like all these animator dudes and ladies and other people sitting in filling up this entire row that was like 60 chairs across, and he started in like someone was like, oh, and he started petting him, and he just kept going in and kept going in and kept going in and kept, and there was only like this much room between the back of the chairs and the front of the chairs, and I'm like, we'll never get him out. Fortunately, things worked out. All right.
Oh, he liked everybody and
everybody got loved by him. All right. So, who's above a 20?
I'm a no.
Not
No?
me.
I'm a gnome.
All right.
I'm a no.
Bad news. The blood shadow is on
I am
21.
a 20.
Uh-huh. You're on 20, huh?
Did you make up this monster or is he real?
It's a little bit of both. All right. 19, 18,
Does he have like crazy powers?
17, 16,
No.
of course he does. 15, 14.
You're 15, or at least you're something.
I'm 15 plus 5, so 20.
Yeah. 14, 13.
Oh, I'm sorry, 17.
Oh, I'm 14.
I was watching them kiss.
I'm 14.
distracted.
All right.
Oh, Alton.
What are
I
you
just
on?
single-handedly murdered a Minotaur. Sorry if I take a second. I take a breath.
Last again.
What are you on?
11.
You're on 11. Well, you go before the loggers. That's the good news.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
what did the monsters
Loggers
roll?
are good guys.
Single-handedly kill a Minotaur, and then we can talk about an initiative order.
You're on, I'm sorry, what?
Oh
You're
my god, you
11?
act like none of us have
You're
ever
gonna hold
single-handedly
that
killed the
over us.
monster.
Yeah.
I single-handedly
time.
made some soup.
No, you
I
had a
had a
And
lot.
I
Yeah.
had a prayer group and made eye contact
That's
with
true.
a Minotaur.
Wasn't there a woman in that prayer group that you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I helped her.
Right,
I
yeah.
helped her deal with her
The
death.
stress of
with
life.
death,
Yeah.
really. All the death that's been happening. I helped her.
All right. So, let's
A big brute like me, that's
Amy,
let's
I
get
love
into
you.
it, shall we?
right.
Maybe I love you.
Great.
Low storm. I love you.
Okay.
I say in character.
Oh, that's different.
How would Low Storm respond to that?
I don't know. I guess we'd have to see what happens in the moment.
Hey, Low Storm?
Oh, is this the moment? Oh, it came upon me so suddenly. Yes?
The chaos of battle around us.
Oh, Low Storm. I just want you to know whatever happens that I love you.
I love all of you. And you specifically.
Did everyone see that? What the fuck is that? It's 9 feet tall.
Oh, yes, that's right. There's a beast. A blood beast. Wait, is this the same guy from before?
I mean,
Why does he look like my ex?
Don't look at his butt, it'll hypnotize you.
He's back for more hugging.
All
I
right.
told you I was good at it.
we'll never see how she responded. She got distracted by Blood Demon.
Aw, man. Just like real life.
All right. So, this thing gives an almost unearthly growl.
We have fun.
We're still laughing at your just like real life comment.
Oh, I know. I don't need to bask in it.
And it says, Balak Amanis. And it reaches out.
Same to you, buddy.
Maybe shit got fucking turned upside down.
Oh? What did he say?
You gotta lay down, buddy. And so it, there are these spears of blood that kind of like
God.
exude from it, right? And it fires off into. Let's see how this goes.
Not great. Oh, could be better.
That was cocked. Is this
All
a
right.
butt roll?
So 3 of them go for
It's
the.
one spear.
Butts are 2d6.
So just to be clear, the
Do you
Minotaurs.
want my pointer?
Well, I mean, all right. So it's in here. Alton's over here. Most of the Minotaurs are nearby, right? There's a lot of humans around too, but most of the Minotaurs are nearby. So it spears out at 3 different Minotaurs.
Amy fucking down. The table cam isn't even on.
was going
You're
right for
playing
the
to an
nipple.
audience of 0.
Y'all are watching.
No.
No, we're
Well,
not.
one of you was laughing. So.
I'm enjoying the hell out of it.
Oh. He was thinking of something else.
All right, so it hits everybody, which is
We
not
don't even
great.
get to roll like a dex saver.
So it hits it hits 3 minotaurs, and it hits one of the human logger guys, right?
And then all of us.
No.
Oh, okay.
You said everybody.
It's
Human lager sounds
everybody that it attacks.
like
it
Soylent
hits.
Green, but beer.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's my cauldron of soup doing?
Roll for soup.
Roll for
Do
soup.
not poke that at me. We do not have the insurance for that. All right, it gets upended.
No! Oh!
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No!
Now we watch Jorvin's like, that's it, pulls out the claws, and he just starts ripping out throats.
Oh, he turns into like literally
My soup!
Wolverine.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
he's
I
the
saw this on Twitter.
Wolverine's a short
Yes.
guy.
Ooh!
All right. So
Malay.
Malay.
Kasa, Runga.
Malay.
Ling. Runga.
Amy, what?
We're using the French battle system.
all right.
Oh,
So
bad roll.
that's minimum
Snake
damage.
eyes.
So let me just track some.
You jealous of it?
I am. I am.
You want to play?
I only got these beautiful inking pens.
Thank you for the toys.
You're welcome.
See? It's hard not to do that. Take that, you little blood demon.
I want to join in.
Eat one of those. Tell me how it tastes.
no.
It's not good.
It's like rock candy.
No,
Rock
it's like
candy,
it's
Necco.
peppermint.
Oh, it is.
But it's
But
like,
like-
it smells stronger than it is. You can barely taste it.
Yeah. It's like chalk.
Yeah.
It's like chalk that smells like peppermint.
All right.
But
and
it tastes
that
like
takes
chalk.
12 points.
It's like Necco. I love Neccos. They're
All right.
going out of.
Necco wafers
And then the
are
last
the worst.
guy.
Yeah, they're not. Nah.
I enjoy them. This is not a Necco wafer.
Okay, so, but you see these, it literally like whips these tendrils of like, it almost looks like it's barbed, like, but it's long, it's a long wavy whip of blood that spears into 3 minotaurs and one of the loggers.
It spears into them?
Yeah, it spears into them, and you can see that it's not drawing blood out of the creature. It's like pumping its blood into the creature. And everybody give me a everybody give me a perception check.
Frockin'.
Can my perception check also include the
Oh
how
shit, reroll.
like the
really bad.
the
16.
shaman?
Right.
Because
she was doing something.
She was, and I wanted to see if she looks surprised or if she is like,
okay.
is like
Ooh,
looking,
much better.
Still looking.
That's gonna be a separate check. That's an insight check.
Okay,
but,
cool. Okay. I'll do the
And
insight
this is
check.
perception.
Perception.
23.
16.
19.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And there's all my rerolls.
All right.
You weren't,
Yay! Worth it!
you weren't even making soup.
All right. Very good.
Okay, so my perception is 17. My insight is going to be a 21.
Okay. All right. What did you get?
16.
16. Okay. You don't necessarily pick up on this right away. The three of you definitely see that as it pumps.
Wow, we're on a team, Amy.
As it pumps.
That
blood,
was for the blood demon.
As it pumps blood into
Oh,
this
was it?
creature, you see it. You see the blood sort of like spread through its circulatory system and sort of like bring it in just stark relief through its skin, right?
So we see like kind of like webbing in the
Yeah, the webbing of their veins and,
Okay.
and arteries. But what you notice, more importantly, is that the shadow that's being cast from the big bonfire from the cauldron that each of them casts, that takes on this reddish glow or this reddish cast, and you see a reflection of just their circulatory system gets kind of lit up inside the shadow. Right? In their shadow. So each
In
of
the
their,
Minotaur shadow.
But in the shadow of each of the
everyone who's got stabbed by this thing,
Yeah.
you can see that it's
So
happening.
they would have like
And
a
you-
natural shadow from the fire.
Yeah, everybody has a natural shadow.
And now they're red.
in that natural shadow, you
vein.
see this branching vein and riverway of red pulsing through them.
That's
right?
not ideal.
And And they all, their pulse races and they begin to sweat a little bit. You notice that they sweat blood, every one of them who's being attacked by this thing. And then on top of it, one of the Minotaurs just gives this sudden bellow of agony. It's like, "Arr!" And he falls forward like stunned. You see his eyes go separate directions and they go lifeless. And he slumps forward.
He looks pretty silly.
He would look. But you! He would look sillier if
He's all like,
It would be a great moment of comedy because that's exactly what he does, except as he slumps forward, from behind him, his shadow stands up and takes on form similar to this.
Oh, God.
Wait, so all the Minotaurs turn into that?
just
guy?
that one.
No, just that one. One of them failed his
It's
saving
a
throw.
demon.
It's a demon.
Yeah.
It's a demon.
Give me an insight check on the
None of us
shaman.
do see. Right.
An 18 plus 3, so 21.
It's
I
a
used both my
demon.
rerolls on that one.
It's a demon.
There you go.
It's a demon.
Very good.
Demon.
She seems like 100% surprised. This is not something that
Okay.
she was expecting or anticipating, or seems to have been.
Who did you do that
Been
insight check on?
behind.
The shaman went like right before all this happened was
Okay,
doing something
yeah.
with her hand, and I just
She was snaping it up.
Yeah.
It's a total Snape scenario.
yeah.
We gotta look for the Quirrell.
Exactly. The Quirrell.
The Quirrell.
Well, we
Professor
gotta
Quirrell.
light her robe on fire, which will distract Coral.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
they're nearby.
Yeah.
And
Thanks, Morna.
Ooh, thank you.
Krill is right behind her.
Quick, light her on fire.
And then be like, we're not after you.
Yeah.
I'm like, by the way,
But, bitch, you're on fire.
you're just a cog in the machine.
That girl is on fire.
She's a woman.
Is that shaman?
I'm not gonna do it.
It's Showwoman.
Shaman.
That's Showwoman's on
Showwoman.
fire.
That's shaman.
All right.
Fucking yowza.
So that's
Those are
happening.
some
Let
minotaurs.
me give you some.
One of them he drew red lines on.
Yeah, that's the person who got converted into. That's their blood shadow. Mm-hmm. All right. So that's on 21. Jorvin, you are on 20. Yes.
I am.
Here we go.
So, well, I am incredibly pissed about my soup.
Yes.
Like who are these things? What are these things interrupting my frickin' the enjoyment of what I just spent hours crafting? Gloves on, attacking first thing. Essentially with the first blood demon or whatnot that I can see.
Call him Bub.
All right.
Bub. Yeah, bub.
So
Get a cigar in your mouth.
My soup.
all right. So the closest one to you would be this shadow that just rose up off of this dead minotaur, right?
Okay.
And then there's the larger creature that is over there in the circle, right?
Okay.
You do notice when this guy collapses that this thing seems to grow a little
So
bit.
like, it
gets
pulses
a little,
and-
it pulses and it gets a little bit taller, a little bit broader.
Gosh,
and
darn it.
Gosh darn
and
it.
the minotaur heart that's beating inside of it seems to swell and boom 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 boom.
Oh, it's like the Grinch. Grew 3 sizes.
Just like the Grinch.
Same Christmas though. He's murdering everybody.
What do you think Christmas is about?
Okay. So I'm
Getting
going.
there,
So I
getting
will.
there.
I will attack
Honoring
that
our Lord
close
and
one.
Savior.
Okay. And I'll yell. I'll like for the soup.
All right, you give your vicious battle cry
Oh,
for the soup.
Okay, that will be a 22 to hit.
Every time we're
Alright.
in combat, he's talking about soup.
Very good. 22
Is that true?
definitely hits.
Yep.
And that will be 7 slashing damage.
Do you have a magical weapon?
I got no such thing.
All right. Noted.
None of us do.
All right. So 7 piercing, huh?
Yeah.
Noted.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, I'm gonna attack it again.
Yeah.
With my other
It very definitely
non-magical
does
hand.
not take all of that damage.
Yeah. Okay. This stupid blood demon. That will be a 24 to hit.
That hits.
And he's been damaged now.
Uh-huh.
So take this.
Uh-huh.
Ooh, wow, a 2
1
and a
and a 2.
1.
Yeah,
Plus 5. So
Badger.
All right.
So gosh darn it, that will be an 8 damage.
8 damage.
So 4.
It doesn't feel, you don't feel like it takes all 8 damage. Mm-hmm. Noted.
Look, I
Very
feel like
good.
I've definitely avenged the soup.
A heroic round,
way.
indeed.
Hey! Get out of here, demon! I'm ruining my soup fest.
Why didn't I print your portraits off? That would have been smart.
Yeah, I thought that's as I was looking. I was like, oh, is that our portrait?
Yeah, no, it's not. No. That would have taken some brilliant forethought, which I do not possess. All right, that's fine.
Wonder how dexterous this blood demon is.
Okay, next up is Strumthrum.
Well, how are they all kind of together? What's the like dimensions of their kind of like grouping?
Who's there? What do you mean them?
The blood demons, the 2 blood demons.
They're not all together, right? So I kind of consider like this melee zone. Like one of these is definitely the blood demon.
Okay.
Let me just. Where's my? Oh look, I have scissors. That's very fancy.
Those are such cute little scissors.
Little skizzers.
What do you make?
All right.
He's making little blood demon thingies.
Isn't there only one right now?
There's 2. He turned one of the
There's the
minotaurs.
big boy and then the Minotaur boy.
Can I draw a little blood demon?
Oh, let Kyle draw it.
Kyle's welcome to do that. That's fine.
He wants to draw it on your little piece of paper.
Blood demon.
I already have one blood demon. If you want to make the big shadow demon thing or whatever, you can do that.
Oh, those are.
This is the thing, right? All right. So you're in combat with that thing. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's not particularly tight between Jorvin and the Shadow are in one area here, right? And the blood demon is over in a separate area.
Long range to what? The center?
Yeah, to the melee.
Well, there's no melee in the melee. No one's meleeing in the melee.
Right. I think I could probably move these 2 guys. They're in melee with each other, right? They're in their own little pizza square here. Make sense?
Okay.
No one's in melee right now with the blood demon. Everyone's at close range with it.
Okay.
No, I would be within.
Oh yeah, you would be in the same area as it. You're right. I don't know why I didn't attack you.
Eric!
Yeah.
Are you trying to die? Don't die.
Die, Eric. Die.
That would be so annoying.
Yeah.
All
Stop
right.
dying.
Okay, I just need to get a look at
Very good.
where people are. So blood demon. Where am I at?
You're in.
Probably
You're probably with these guys over here, or
I'm
the
hanging with those
Lars.
minotaurs. Yeah, they welcome
Wait.
me with open arms.
Yeah.
You can be with the people or the cow people.
They're not cows.
They're bowls.
No.
Does this
I'm a cow,
demon look
bitch.
very wise?
You have no idea. Mortem in Interitum sends their reroll to Havana Mahoney.
Mortem,
Mortem, thank you so much. Appreciate you.
It's interitum, not It's interitum, not interitum.
Hermione, why don't you ever just let us boys be boys?
So, are you with the
done.
with the
You're
regular lawyer guys? Are you someplace else?
I don't know. I don't know. You decide, because I don't.
Well, so where in the camp would you be, right? We know
We
that.
were cheering on Alton for sure.
Yeah, I think I would have been with them, with my party.
Yeah,
So
we
we were there.
We were focused on Alton not dying.
All right. So
But I
then
don't-
I'm going to put you all between the Minotaurs and the.
Okay.
That kind of makes sense, right?
Yeah, we're the heroes of this
You're not
game.
really in both.
No, we've covered this. We're the villains.
But the other minotaurs
We are.
have been speared,
Yes.
but they haven't turned.
Right. These 3 guys are two of these Minotaurs have been speared, but they made their saving throws. They didn't get turned.
And some of the humans.
Okay.
I think this makes more sense.
Well, I've got an enhanceability spell. What's your magic based on, Amy?
Wisdom, as it turns out. So much wisdom. I'm wiser than I look. I'm not as smart, though.
I'm not as smart.
I'm not as smart.
Where's the spell? Where's the spell then? Am I looking at this here?
Yeah.
Yeah, here. Because they use this weird code on the cards. It's like smart as an owl, and it's like, okay, but what does that actually affect? It doesn't tell me on the cards. Because they stupid.
Ooh.
Just tell them. They should just like page this.
Make it up.
Oh, they might. Oh, will you grab that?
Yes.
Thanks. Does it say?
No.
Oh, 237. Yeah. Oh, I was on here.
Yeah.
Target advantage on dexterity checks. So would it help you to have advantage on wisdom checks? Or
Yeah, sure. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, because I can actually do the super saver that Tom gave us too.
I've already forgotten what that does.
You can pick a different saving throw than the one that I call for.
Yeah, because you can say make a strength save, and she's like, nah, I'm gonna do wisdom.
Okay, and then you'd have advantage on that as well. Or it can be Constitution or Strength or Dex or Charisma
my Dex is
or
terrible.
Intelligence or Wisdom.
My Dex is terrible, so maybe my Dex could benefit from it more. Or what did everyone roll
What
last
would you?
time?
Yeah, I'm just thinking, what would you use that in a battle for if you needed to roll a Dex to avoid?
The Minotaurs rolled something as a saving throw. We just don't know what it was.
Yeah. It was either.
It could have been Dex. I think it was Dex.
Well, I think they rolled something after they were hit too to not become shadow demons.
That would be, so maybe Constitution. I'm metagaming here though,
Yeah.
so I don't. You decide.
You're metagaming.
I'm metagaming like a crazy.
Yeah. Quit min-maxing.
No.
Yeah, cut it out.
Don't do it.
I mean, I wanted. Sorry, my whole plan was to cast Fairy Fire, but they're like nowhere near each other, so now I don't know what to do. I guess I could just cast it on one person. I'll just do that.
You could cast it on the big creature in
that's what I was
Alton.
gonna
You
say.
could cast it on.
Well, I don't have to cast it on Alton. It's a 20-foot square, but I'm only going to cast it on one person. I could cast it like past Alton.
High or low?
Hello.
It's a 4. So you can only target either the shadow demon that just came out or the giant. Jesus Christ.
Blood baby.
Either blood demon.
Yeah, I just want to. I want to
big
target
evil
just
guy.
the
I
blood,
thought it said
9
baby.
foot tall blood demon.
Okay.
Good play.
So that'll be a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. What's the DC?
14.
It looks like it takes effect.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh shit! It's
What did you just do?
It's 13.
No, you raised your dex. You raised your
I
dex.
mean, I rolled a 10 and it doesn't have any
Oh.
modifier, so it's
Is
not
this supposed to be a 14?
Yeah, it should be a 14 now because your dex went up by 1.
It's failing.
Did I write that somewhere else? I thought I documented it. Okay, so 14. So that means that outlined in blue, any creature in the area of the spell is cast outline in light. For the duration, objects and affected creatures set a dim light, and
We have advantage on
with
the cast.
advantage,
Yeah.
the attacker can see it. And it can't become invisible, I guess.
Okay.
And then I'm going to give a Dardic inspiration die
To who?
to Amy or
Okay.
to Lowstorm.
Locked. Like,
Okay.
You can break the door.
It's a D6.
Mm-hmm. Do you have those
Alright.
D6s still, Kyle? Can you give one to Amy?
Yeah.
Yay! I'm inspired
You have bardic inspiration.
Heck yes.
Bardic inspiration.
It would just be 14.
Yeah, because it went up by 1.
Is this changing?
Lowstorm, it is now
these
your
will all go
turn.
up by 1.
Okay, I want to. I want to go all out and cast Moonbeam on the big demon's butt.
Big demon's bat.
So that'll be a con saving throw of the 14, DC 14.
Yeah, all right.
What the fuck does that mean? Why are you giggling?
DC 14?
Yeah, stop giggling.
God damn.
That's worse. That roll was worse.
Wow, did you pick up some of my dice?
There, he made it.
Okay, fine. You still have to suffer my damage.
Suffer my wrath.
Suffer my wrath.
Wait, did the blood demon move?
No.
He's so big, he's still here, I just put him on the side.
You just can't fit it with all the
2
paper.
and 9, 11, so you take 5 radiant damage.
Even if he saves, he takes half?
Yeah, dude.
Ah.
It's Moonbeam. I'm not
Okay.
playing around.
Not playing.
And then it is now engulfed in ghostly flames that cause it searing pain.
And if it's a doppelganger, that's revealed now.
And if he's a doppelganger, he's now revealed.
Not a doppelganger.
Okay, good. Because that's coming to play in the show.
It's just a doppelganger of like.
It was me all along!
No, there's
No idea last season.
The other thing I will do is I'm gonna get in long range though, because
Everybody can give me another perception check.
I can get 120 feet away.
21.
Okay, you're gonna
Nothing.
withdraw. You
Okay.
can't move 120 feet.
12.
No, but I'm just gonna get into long. What's long range? Yeah,
That's fine.
Okay, I just want to know.
You're basically 60 feet away from the creature now, right? If you
Oh,
Yeah,
I would
if
have
your move
moved
is-
back too. Sorry, this platform's confusing.
I can be actually 120 feet from the creature. Just saying.
Yeah, you can't move that far.
Do not.
No, but I'm
move.
not right up
Stay
next to it
right
anyway.
there.
Yeah, you're not.
Right.
Okay, so I'm like 80 feet away or something.
Covered in blood.
You were probably 30 feet away, and now you're 60 feet away. You're at long range.
Okay.
That's what I consider long range.
Great.
Anything beyond 30 feet is long range.
Okay.
30 to
120.
5 is close range.
Okay. Well,
All right. That's basically the way these zones work, right? Anything that's within 5 feet of each other is in melee. They're in melee range. Anything that's more than 5 feet but less than 30 feet
and
is
what
in
are
close range.
orange and maroon? Those
That's
are,
if you're someplace else, right?
Okay.
You're just someplace not engaged in the combat. If you decide to, whatever, I go up into the castle keep and rummage through the drawers or whatever. I'm someplace
And you're
else.
right up next to them.
I'm like in the midst of one of those blood demons. Not the big blood demon, but.
Yeah.
Okay.
over
Well,
here.
I also whisper or talk to my friends.
Looks like we've got to be clever about this. Let me know if you find anything in this camp that you think we could help us.
There were magic gems back towards the kitchen.
What? Yes, like that.
For ice.
Good job. Why are we not all thinking like this?
There was
Because
also,
everyone knows that ice beats blood.
just like a Pokemon's.
Yeah.
Thanks, Janana.
Banana, banana!
There was also a giant barrel at the wagon over here. It smelled like sulfur.
Oh my gosh, yeah, let's use that.
Oh, that's good.
It's gonna either shoot
And
water
I-
or fire.
And I
I'm
saw
down.
a big cage with something inside that definitely is alive because there were breathing holes.
So we've got.
And anyway, Alton, do you find anything that could help us?
This is a long conversation
Yeah, yeah.
for 6
6
seconds of
seconds.
combat.
Well-
It is Alton's turn now. What would you like to
Okay.
I'll take it.
I would like to stab this giant monster.
What? No way.
Yeah.
Oh.
What is it you had seen?
The butler in the kitchen. He essentially
the
like
crystals.
Yeah,
19.
yeah. The like magic gems that
19
like create
hits.
the ice.
19 hits.
19s, and that is.
We also have the fairy wand.
13 damage.
You know, or the fairy water.
Are you
just in
using
case we
a
want
magic?
No, I'm not using a magical. I don't have magic.
You know, like when
You didn't give it
when
to
you
me.
burped, created the bubbles that like popped.
Your fault.
Yeah.
I have no idea what practical use that would be, but hey, you know.
If we heated it up.
Yeah.
But it's like
maybe
it's
we
a really
can talk
nice
these blood
rapier.
monsters and just having a party.
Oh, yeah.
I did just kill a minotaur.
I'm sure that they'll be down.
Seduce them.
All right. So at this point, are you moving at all? You're staying engaged with the with the creature.
I just stabbed him, did my thing.
What's the other thing say? Fairy fire and what?
Moonbeam.
Moonbeam. Oh,
He's
yeah.
all moonbeamed.
He's just getting pummeled.
Very good. So-
don't forget you have that bardic inspiration.
I got you.
Is there anything
Thank
else
you.
besides the big blood that got moonbeam? I mean, fairy fire?
No,
No.
just him.
Okay, just him.
No, it was determined that they're separated too far apart. I mean, theoretically, I suppose you could have lit up some of the minotaurs, but I don't know that that's a smart idea. No. So that has not been established. Very good. So Chief Kitba bellows with rage. Foul betrayal! You will pay for this. The covenant is broken. And he just reaches his hand out, and one of his servants slaps this giant axe, and he gives this bellowing roar, and you see, the muscles in his neck contract, and he seems to grow almost a foot in height, and with this just blood-curdling bellow, he charges forward towards the demon creature.
Oh yay! So he's not. Kitba isn't. Yeah, he's a normie boy. No, he's not. Oh, he's getting red. What is he getting?
I'm just noting that this is Kitba.
Great.
Well, he picked up that red marker, and I got a
Now I'm
little
gonna have to murder
scared.
him after we learn all this stuff.
All right, so he goes into attack. Here's what these zones are for, which is great. I can just take those guys out of that little box and put them in here. So it's Alton and the giant blood demon. Actually, why did I do that?
You
Alton
have
and
advantage.
Kitba and the giant blood demon.
Okay.
All
I rolled
fighting
an
in this
advantage.
little melee area over here. Huh? Makes sense?
I love it.
I love it too.
Wait, now you have the blood demon in two places.
Well, there's other blood demons. This is the big blood demon, and then those are the smaller blood demons.
Well, there's just
Or
one
not.
blood demon.
Wait,
Other
there's
blood.
I thought
There's
there were
two
no.
blood demons.
No.
There's one here.
Yeah, a
There's
minotaur.
There's a blood shadow thing.
Blood shadow.
And
okay.
there's a blood demon, the big blood demon.
Okay.
Yeah, get it right.
I'm fighting the blood shadow.
Yeah.
Oh, very
that
good.
looks scary.
Thanks to our friends in chat.
Yay!
Moment of heroism.
All right.
Hey, yeah.
Yes.
All right, so that is happening. The chief charges this thing. Two melee attacks. Yeah. All right. So let's take a look, shall we?
Shall we?
He swings his axe twice. All right, so that's a 21 that hits. That's cocked.
Who's he swinging it at?
He's swinging at the giant blood demon
I
creature.
don't know, he just said the pact has been broken and charged in.
Yeah. Well, we'll get to that in a minute here. So
He can hit you if you
18, so that hits. So
He
he
can
hits
try.
twice with his axe. All right. So
My axe.
all right. That is 11 points of damage, but his axe is not magical. And
Are you the only one with a magical weapon?
that is 13
I
points
mean,
of damage,
I have
which is also not magical.
mine, but it's not one I can attack with.
So he attacks
it's literally a
twice.
stick.
Bap him with it.
Yeah.
A couple things you see is that these guys take their orders from Kitba and begin a skirmish with the loggers. Okay?
Oh God. No, those idiots. There's a blood demon. Why would they fight the loggers?
They think somebody in the loggers is they're gonna probably go after Solomon Baird because they think that he has instigated this.
That isn't
So
convenient.
they charge across the compound here, and they're gonna
yeah, I
do
might have to use that.
gore attacks. Yeah, all right. That sounds good. So let's try that.
Gore attacks.
Yep, they're going to do their gore attacks. All right.
I know what
Brutal.
goring is, Eric.
I know.
So that
You
one
want to act
hits.
it out? You want to do a little act
That one
out?
hits.
Sorry if I like being immersed. Okay,
In fact.
sue me.
Some Minotaur RP. Minotaur P.
That's what I'm looking for. A man who will do some Minotaur RP with me.
You will not have to look far. You're at ground zero for the Minotaur RP crew.
All right. It's cocked.
You gotta stop
Wow.
cocking those dice.
I guess so. All right, those two miss anyhow. All
Yay.
right.
Oh, good.
But
Yes. It's versus
two
the
of them.
peasants,
Two of
right?
them hit. Yeah, versus the loggers.
Just peasants.
The mere minion peasants, the peons in the corner.
All right, so that's not
It's a height thing.
really
Put
any
your
man.
mini on here and say how high it is.
So
I'm
8
a million feet high.
plus 4 is 12 points of damage.
Dr. Wizard's patented innovation indicator.
Okay.
Indicator.
Noted. So that guy takes 12. The other guy gets hit. Here, let's see who they managed to hit. Okay, so they attack a couple of loggers. Oof. 12 and 5 is 17. Plus 4 is 21 points of damage. All right, that guy does die.
He explodes.
Yeah. So.
Oh no.
But as the blood drizzles to the ground, there's this giant spray. You see it begin to like drain into the shadow of the guy, and all of a sudden, it stands up.
Oh wait, but does that thing have a shadow?
No, it doesn't.
What thing?
Alright.
The thing.
The blood shadow demon that was
The
just
shadow
born.
doesn't
Does
cast a
it now
shadow.
have a shadow?
No, it does not.
Oh.
It's its own shadow.
Amy's trying to get gifts, man.
Alright.
She gets a good gift face.
Okay.
I fucking do though.
So
like
that's
I
over
was
here.
I was watching back because I know now how to do gifts now, and I was like, advantages too.
Yeah.
Alright, so
Tom does. I didn't realize how much he mugs at camera. He's like always, he's Jim from The Office. Like he just is aware. He's aware that it's there.
I was
gotta
gonna say
do
Jimmy
something
Fallon. Who's the Jimmy
while you're
Fallon
talking
of
about
this
butts.
too?
All right, so the loggers and guards begin taking up arms. The alarm gets sounded. These guys attack back. So it looks like there are 3 of them, Garen Vance and Solomon Baird. So those guys, that's 2 hits. 3 hits, very good. They have long swords.
They're hitting Solomon.
No,
They're hitting
Solomon's fighting
off the Minotaurs.
Guys, we have to stop fighting each
all
other.
right, so that's 11 plus.
Let's just think of it this way: if they kill all each other, then all we'll have to deal with is multiple blood shadows.
Good point. Good point. We gotta put in a stop to this.
Noted. Garen Vance.
Oh.
Can you just
Be a
drag your
hero.
moonbeam
I mean, like I'm in the middle of
What?
combat
Just
with this
drag
thing, but
your
I'm also
line
watching
between
Garen
them.
Vance to see how he fights.
That would be
All right.
amazing. That's a really good idea.
He makes 2 attacks.
Are you gonna do that in your turn? Try to give him this one?
Yeah.
Nothing I can do about a natural 1. He
so
hits
I'll
armor
try
class
first, and
19.
if I
He
fail,
hits one of
Eric
these
will
guys.
Please,
And
Yeah.
he deftly cleaves at it with his sword. And he does. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's not good. Wow. Minimum damage.
Ah!
So
No,
he
it's good.
does-
We don't want him to kill each other.
He does 7 points.
Are you giving him advantage on that?
No, he's attacking a Minotaur.
Oh.
All right. And then Solomon Baird. What's he going to do? Oh, yeah. I mean, that seems probably pretty smart, right?
Yeah.
He's in the midst of things. He bonus action Misty Steps. He was over here. He's going to Misty Step out into long range. And then he's going to use. I guess he'll use a firebolt. So.
I cast firebolt into the darkness.
Yes, that he hits. Do you know the damage on a firebolt off the top of your head? I don't have it.
Well, it's a D10 depending on the level. If it's over 5, I think, then it's 2d10, and then over 11, 3d10.
Okay. Let me look.
Target
very
takes
quickly.
1d10 fire damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it says, you know, like
When you reach 5th level, 2d10, 11th, 3d10,
Okay.
and 17th, 4d10.
Very good. It does 2d. Just 2d10 straight
Good
up.
job.
All
You're
right.
so smart.
He does
Fucking nerds.
8 points.
Where's my pointer?
8 points of fire damage to one of the Minotaurs.
It does this much damage.
Bam! All right, but top of
Expelliarmus.
round 2. The Blood Demon is in the Moonbeam and the Fairy Fire.
He's in the moonbeam and the fairy fire.
that does sound like a great place
That's where Amy's been today.
As the column of radiant energy shines down upon it, it drizzles down into the ground.
Gross.
And then reappears
Oh, there's some trimmer shit.
over here, right?
Next to me?
Let's see where he goes. So I have.
He's a diglet.
He's
got the body of a diglet.
It's the size of a dove trio.
So he goes over to here. He
So,
is not next
a
to
giant
you.
ground penis?
Have you seen the drawings where it shows what he's like
Yeah.
under the surface?
Like-
It's just like a giant beefy man in a speedo
I like
with like big nipples.
See, I like the Doug trio because it's 3 men hugging.
Yeah, that is a good one. 3 sexy men hugging. So
All right.
funny.
So the compass rose is where the big boss monster is
Oh, okay.
at any given time, right? So he moves over into a different area, but that does not stop him from lashing out with his 4 horrible blood thorns.
Don't put
Yes.
anything in my ear. I hate that. I hate that so much.
So he's going to lash out at Kitba and Alton since they are the closest. And that's 2 attacks on each. All right. Okay. So armor class 18.
It would, but I am going to use. I'm going to try and parry that.
Okay.
I'm going to scream out, Rick! Oh, that wasn't wrong to die, but I would have gotten it anyways. Rick, yeah. And then, like, parry it away with my practice.
All right. So one, like, blood whip, thorn whip, whatever you want to call it, tentacle comes flying at you. You knock it aside with your boken. However, the second attack is going to connect with a 24.
Okay.
All right. So you take 14 points
Oh no,
of
Alton!
piercing damage, and I need you to give me a DC 18 Constitution save.
Oh
You
no.
know what? I'm gonna,
He's a demon.
I hand you these.
Oh, you can
And
bless this.
I'm gonna say.
Inspiration.
I'm
Uh-oh. Fries down.
gonna hand you that. And I'm gonna say that this is not a Constitution save. This is a Dexterity save.
Hey,
all
hey,
right.
hey.
So, because I'm really good at those. Oh wait,
Do
actually,
we have something that
no. I'm gonna keep
indicated
it.
that?
I'm gonna keep it Constitution, because I'm better off with Constitution.
Okay.
I want to switch to something I'm worse at.
Okay, what was it? 18.
18 is what you're looking for. You bumped it by 3.
So 23.
23.
Oh,
you
damn.
make it.
Yeah.
All right. So you do feel the blood rush into your veins. You feel
You get
almost
a
as
boner.
if some sort of
no.
foul magic begins coursing
Not here.
into you, but you resist the effect.
Your waistband.
And you knock the thorn tentacle aside, and whatever was getting pumped into you just leaks out all over the ground. Right? You see this dark red, kind of almost muddy brownish kind of blood come flowing out of you.
Oh, yeah. Gross.
Yeah, that's gross. Hey, let's attack Jorvin twice while we're here.
Twice?
Oh, I'm sorry,
Geographic.
Kitba. So the chief gets attacked twice. Yep, that's gonna hit twice. 21 and 24.
What the fuck is that bonus? 10?
I wanna.
It's only +9.
I want to use my moment of heroism.
Only.
Okay.
I want to, as like I rip this thing out of me and I see it coming at him, I want to do like a fancy like swirling spin to like just cut the two things as they come at him to try and defend him.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Cut off his blood tenties.
Yeah.
Wait, could we use the hero's favor?
Anytime.
Anytime it takes place outside of normal initiative.
When did you think we had to use it?
I thought we had to use
It
it
does
on
not
our
cost
turn.
an action.
So that's a 18.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so then I believe
think I also-
that's just a success.
Yeah.
Finally did it! Yay!
All right.
Ha
So I like I rip the thing, I see it coming at me, and then I
He's
just
coming
like
down.
do like a wide arcing splash spin to like knock these two that are coming at him, and
Don't
I
at me.
I turn to him. I was like, "This wasn't us."
Okay. All right. One thing that you notice is that Chief Kitba is definitely engaged in a full-on berserker rage. So whether your words actually reach the rational part of his brain is difficult, but you you wrap these things like around your boken and with your fencing rapier and spring them back, and you see that there's almost like little seeking sucker-like kind of claws. The claws have little hollow barbs in them that are dripping this ichor, and you fling it back, and the giant blood shadow creature like roars in frustration. Yeah.
So he lost two of his whippy boys?
They'll probably grow back if this
No,
is
he
any
didn't
sort of
lose them.
carnage
He
situation.
like Alton just intercepted them and flung them back at the thing, and they kind of like retract into its body, and you see it reshape
I thought you were cutting him
itself.
off though. He said cut him off, and he
It
succeeded.
doesn't matter. I just wanted to prevent them from
I think
hitting.
they would grow back if
Yeah.
this is like a carnage
Yeah,
situation.
I think it did. Yeah.
Very good. All right. So this guy,
Good job.
the shadow of this minotaur, the blood shadow of this minotaur, is going to attack Jorvin.
Okay.
Oh no.
All right.
Hey, you've got advantage. Oh, you're not.
All
Your
right.
turn.
Very good.
So
I just want everyone to know they have
attacking
advantage.
He
you.
doesn't. Not against this guy.
12 plus 5 is 17.
And my AC is 17, so that hits.
then that
You almost lost an eye. I saw that. Stop itching your head with that.
All right.
You straight up almost stabbed yourself in the eye with that.
5 plus 3 is
gonna guess
8
it.
points of damage.
Okay.
Stop!
Yeah. There you go. This creature does not seem to have the same weird kind of conversion powers that the main boss monster does. All right. So and then there's one guy in the midst of here who is going to attack somebody. We have 1, 2, 3.
Do it before he attacks.
Yeah, so this is another one of the blood shadows, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the smaller one. This is the one
Yeah,
from
but
the
then you're
Minotaur.
saying there's still one left that was the fallen.
There's one over here with these guys. Basically,
Yeah.
Right?
And so that one like gets up from the freshly fallen thing. Yeah, so like I'll get hit and kind of like stumble back, and I'm gonna use my hero's favor to essentially use minor illusion to just like project like a large. A large statement to the group. I'll be like the more we fight amongst ourselves, the more the fallen will become our enemies. The blood demons are these blood creatures are neither the minotaurs nor ours. Please fight against the blood, not our brethren.
So you're trying to persuade everyone to attack the blood creature.
Yeah, I'm trying to use the fact that like they obviously just saw the fallen raise in their ranks and is about to like lunge on them, and I'm gonna try and use that to like kind of convince them that fighting amongst ourselves would be a not advantageous.
All right.
Okay, let's see how I do. That is a 10 and a 5 plus 2, so 17.
17.
That's a success.
Yeah!
All right. Very good. And so who are you trying to convince? Like,
I was yelling at the at the group of the two of like essentially the loggers and the minotaurs coming together. Like I was literally, so my minor illusion is kind of like booming amongst them because they just saw their like essentially one of their brethren fall and then rise immediately up as the blood demon. So I'm trying to hopefully have that as like a visual aid.
okay, all right. Okay.
He gifts that moment and shows it to them.
The squad of is it a squad of minotaurs? What is it really?
It's a gaggle.
A gaggle, a clutch,
a murder.
The clutch of minotaurs.
No, a pride.
Maybe
an inquisition.
Those are lions.
A glute.
What are horses?
The glute of minotaurs.
A gang.
The six pack. It's
Horse
a
gang.
six pack of minotaurs.
A crew.
They sort of
an account.
They stop for a moment and they look confused and they all look over to Chief Kitba for some direction here. And Chief Kitba is in the midst of this full-on rage where he's fighting against this giant blood demon thing, right?
Do they see that like that Alton just tried to like help out?
Yeah. So between that and Alton and Kitba looks over and sees that this guy is possessed, and then one of these guys is also possessed, and he says, "The Fishmaker speaks truth." Yes.
Yeah, the Fishmaker.
If this demon can be defeated, the covenant will be restored.
And more soup will come, will floweth from the kitchen.
Fight, my brothers, for soup!
The soup will flow like wine.
Let the soup flow! Oh my god. All right. This really is a game-breaking mechanic. All right. I guess that's the idea.
It's such a shame that we invented this and forced it on you.
Why did we have to play Dungeon World instead of Dungeons and Dragons like I wanted to? All right. So that is this guy still gets to go though, right? That interrupts his action, but this guy still gets to go. So he is going to.
I was gonna do that.
Attack somebody.
Sometimes we don't all have hollow bones.
He is going to attack one of his fellow
think about what you
loggers.
I thought you were gonna do this.
Oh.
She called him. Slices his throat.
I thought she was just gonna straight stab me.
All right, so this I don't know how he got over here, but he sinks into the ground, pops up next to one of his fellow brethren, hits him.
It's gotta hurt at some point.
It's pretty dull.
All right. Yeah, that's not much damage. All right, so 3 plus 3 is 6. That guy takes a scratch, and that hurts, but it does not kill him. All right. Noted. Jorvin, it is now your actual turn and not your heroic moment's turn.
I am going to I'm gonna attack with a vengeance against that shadow creature, blood shadow thingy-mabobber. And that will be a 22 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. So 15 slashing damage.
Are you using a magical weapon?
I'm not. So that will be a 7.
You don't look so proud of yourself.
What? Nothing? I didn't say anything.
And
Give me!
and next attack will be a 21 to hit.
I'm
21 hits.
I'm a gift baby.
God, with a grand total of 6 slashing damage. So 3!
Wow.
Guys,
All
this
right.
season we're playing in a real low magic setting. Also, did anyone have magic weapons? No? Fuck you.
All right, are you moving or anything?
No, I'm gonna be my movement is gonna look super awesome. I'm gonna be I'll like dash between the legs, or if it has legs, I don't know, or like around it. I'll be slashing from one end and then doing like a tumble roll and slashing on the other. But I'm gonna stay in the vicinity of this of this blood creature.
Okay.
But I'm gonna look damn cool while I do it.
I look damn cool. Okay, very good.
Ha-ha! This is for the soup, you son of a bitch.
Your turn.
How far away is the trunk with air holes?
Well, I'm gonna say it's probably. Oh, the trunk with air holes. That's not that far away. You could probably get to that in a move, I would say.
I would like to do that, and if there's a lock on that, I would
Dog's
like
escaping.
to.
Hey, buddy.
Is it locked?
It looks like it. It looks like. No, let's find out. It looks like the lock is slightly open at this point for whatever reason. Like it looks like it's closed, but it's not.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of open it tentatively and peek inside.
All right. Give me a give me a strength check, please.
How?
My hollow bone! It's cocked! Is it cocked?
No, that is a 20. I see it from here.
No.
That's so clear.
Tom, it's a 20. Let her have it. I wanted to see what the animal is.
Amy said.
Oh,
And if
whatever
Amy
Amy wants.
Just your pokey thing.
All right. You open the lid of this thing just a little bit, and there's a force that pushes really hard against you, but you kind of like keep on top of it, and you see a little purple snout and two glittering black eyes that almost look like kind of like beetle-like eyes, and a shaggy furry face that's similar to a bear's face but much smaller.
More
Kind of peeking up.
snarf-like.
And you hear kind of this.
Can I do well, I don't know if it'd be nature, survival, history, any of that.
If you
Oh,
have-
animal handling.
It would be a nature check.
Nature? Okay.
That's cool.
Oh shit, that's a 21.
Is this a Canadian?
You can tell that
From lore, perhaps I've heard of it.
from lore.
The song sang.
You can tell that it is something that you have heard rumors of, that it's some sort of native forest spirit, right? So you can tell that the strange amalgamation of features that you just briefly got a glimpse at, because you kind of had to slam the lid back down, right? The jewelly kind of like bug eyes and the strange purplish kind of coloration, but with the animal features of a bear, but on a kind of a smaller scale. You believe that this is some sort of natural forest spirit that is inside this thing.
Okay, well then while I've got the lid propped open, I want to cast...
You had the lid down, like the thing pushed so hard you had to like push push it back closed.
Okay.
Right?
Well, but it can hear me because there's holes in it, right? So while I've kind of figured that out, I want to cast suggestion and suggest and just be like, help us defeat the blood and shadows to protect the forest, to protect all the creatures in this area. Help us defeat these.
Okay. You got a 21 on your knowledge nature check. You know that fairies are not susceptible to being charmed. They're immune to being charmed.
Ah, fairy.
But you don't have to
It's a
use, you don't have to
fairy.
use your spell or your action to do that. So you would know that before you attempted
It's a
that. You can still try and touch
Okay.
it if you want, but
That's
you
my
can't.
fairy.
You know that you can't magically compel a spirit
Okay.
like this.
But you can.
Do I know of any? I have. I specialize in history too. Do I know of anything like an offering I could give it that would maybe sway it to help us? Or, I just don't want to. I just want to do something more than just ask it for help. I think Strum's
trying
gonna
to
let it
entice
go either way, but I just want to give
You know that
an added incentive to help if it's that his like through the lore that I know. If that's
one thing you
something.
definitely know is that fae kind of all types, whether they're good, evil, natural, whatever, they love chaos and mischief, right? And whimsical entertainment. So I don't know what you want to do with that information, but that is definitely something that you are aware of. Dom, pet my dog.
I know.
Listen.
I'll pet this dog.
Can't be charmed. Fuck. And it would it have responded to if it had seen through the holes, like me casting fairy fire? Would it see any like sort of familiarity or connect to me through that, or?
Did it see that? You're not sure it might have. You suspect, like, because it's called fairy fire, that it would probably appreciate that, you know, or enjoy. I don't know. Appreciate, enjoy, recognize. Yeah, part of the trick here is that fairy kind, by their very definition, are chaotic.
Sure.
Right. So
I mean, I'm gonna
getting them to behave predictably is almost against their nature.
Sure, but I guess I'm trying to think of a way to word it to make it enticing to them. This is tricky. Well, I think I would have still said something like that, like, you know, help us protect the forest, because even if creatures of chaos, I think they still care about that. So I think I would still keep that kind of plea, like, help us defeat these creatures of blood and shadow, to defend the forest and to protect the rest of the Fae in this forest.
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
I've got to reroll.
You sure you want to use that? It's up to you.
I know. Okay, one more time. Okay, one more time. Different die.
Campaign coins.
Hey, thank you.
Hello, Mark.
Okay, it was a persuasion.
Yes, persuasion check.
So a 19.
19. All right. And then what do? You hear kind of just like.
So I kind of want to. Here's what I want to do: is I want to lift.
Pickle Weasel, PhD.
Dr. Pickle Weasel.
That's Doctor. I didn't spend 7 years going to Pickle Weasel school to be called Mr. Pickle Weasel.
It's a DFA though.
You got it in Mexico.
So I'll open the lid of the box, and then I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation to create a shower of sparks above the main blood demon, as sort of kind of like this, maybe like attractive, like kind of neon sign above him, for maybe to be the focus of chaos or mayhem.
Okay. All right. So Strumthrum, I'm gonna put you over here. You're sort of between the main demon and the one that Jorvin's fighting. All right. So that goes off, and
What does the guy do?
as soon as you let go of the lid of this thing, right, it poof shoots open, right, like just like violent force is flung back, and it opens it up. And you hear.
Oh, there's a bunch of them?
Oh, shit.
And you see.
Oh my god!
A swarm.
I thought there was one.
Eight forest sprites.
Oh my god.
And fly all over the compound.
They're panda fairies. Tom, cute, I said.
Sounds like Michael Michaels.
I said to my wife this morning, I'm like, I can't wait to unlock, for these things to get planted on the battlefield.
Oh my god.
Just so I can hear Amy go, oh my god!
It did happen.
All right.
I am not that predictable.
All right.
Amy, what's
They
2 plus 2?
swarm around. This was actually
need
a chat unlock from last week. So thank you, chat. All
Unlocked
right.
a swarm of sprites.
Yeah. We
yeah.
spent 3 hours making soup, so.
Okay.
Hey, are they
It wasn't the
Worth
soup,
it.
It wasn't the soup making that took so long. Let's be
I had a
honest
prayer
about that.
circle.
All right. So they swarm around.
they annihilate anything?
Why don't they one of them visits each of you. Each of you roll a d8.
Oh,
please, and tell me
I
what you
want-
get.
4.
Oh my god. I might lose concentration because I'm obsessed with maybe they're my fairy. Okay, so
All
I
right.
got an 8. Damn.
You also got a 4?
I got a 5.
You get a 5?
I got an 8.
Okay. Very good.
Very good.
Ooh. Well, all right.
Nice, bro.
Nice.
B. No.
So Jorvin, one of them comes over and sort of latches onto you, right? And puts its weird sort of panda claws in your shoulders and
Wait, they actually look like pandas?
and yeah, I said they're like bear-like thing. They're not that big.
This is the
They're
Mystic
like
Pandora
tiny pandas.
expansion.
Yeah.
Class. This is what we call a nerd. A nerd.
In its natural
Oh, wait,
environment.
where are you?
Yeah.
This is what we call
don't
a
step out.
nerd. A nerd.
Oh boy.
No, hold yours up, Amy, and then poke it.
Don't you poke me?
No, she's over here.
This is like
No one poke me!
She's over here. Hello.
Hello!
Just take on you.
listen, give the 8-year-old kid firecrackers. It'll be fine.
Dude, my friend Justin almost
I
went
played with
blind.
firecrackers all the time when I was 8, and I turned out just
I
great.
did get a fire,
Great.
like the paper, the cardboard or whatever. They make the. I got it in my eye.
Ugh.
It exploded and just went to my eye.
Okay.
Yeah, that we would do bottle rocket fights and just shoot bottle rockets at each other, and it hit my buddy Justin in his face, and he like went blind for like 3 days.
We did Roman
Fucking
candle
terrifying.
fights. And,
Same thing, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah, except you're shooting a flaming ball at someone.
That's
that
what a
goes
bottle
over-
rocket is.
No, a bottle rocket goes off once. A Roman candle.
Oh,
you
this
light-
was Roman
it
candles
goes-
then.
Yeah.
This was Roman
Yeah,
candles then.
it's like the Gatling.
Hit my buddy in the arm, burned a hole through his shirt, and then it was
Hey, Mr. Coconut. Thank
it was
you.
trapped inside his shirt, and it just burned like a hole in his arm because it couldn't fall out. He couldn't get it out.
Does he still have a big hole there?
He's got like a quarter-size scar on his bicep.
Wow, pretty cool.
Yeah. It's funny what fireworks and alcohol will do together. All right.
why-
We were sober, yeah. We were like straight edge kids.
To be fair, we did this like multiple years in a row, so it wasn't like we had one bad experience and learned. We just kept doing it. All right. So Jorvin, it sinks its paws into your clothes and begins like lifting you up and like carrying you up into the air.
I can fly!
You can fly. And,
Strum starts
as-
crying. Why him and not me?
I'm the chosen one.
As you yell out, "I can fly," and then it sees Strum kind of like, oh, it goes whoop, and it lets go of you.
Wait, what are
What?
these things doing?
They're so fickle.
It drops you. You take 6 points of damage.
Oh no! I'm not the chosen one.
What did you get?
I think I can.
You also
Can I
got
cast
4.
Featherfall as a reaction?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, you don't take 6 points of damage.
Now I'm a feather.
So Lowstorm, the two of them like latch onto you and begin like carrying you.
They can't lift me.
Give me a opposed strength check.
Who
They
knows?
can't lift me. They would try.
They
so
did put a
hard.
boat in a tree.
These are different kinds of fairies. These are little bear fairies. Look at them.
Berries.
Yeah.
Berries.
Oh, they freaking wish. 23.
All right, very good. So they pull and they tug on you, and
Well, you're my fairy! Do I get 2 of them then?
they can't move you. All right, Alton,
Hello?
Alton,
They're
what
not
did you
talking
get?
to me. They don't want to talk to me.
Why are they only fucking with us?
Hang on.
They're
5.
fucking with
You got a
everybody.
5. All right. So another one comes over, latches onto your shoulder, and begins to lift you in the air.
Okay.
All right. And it kind of like snuffs around, and you can tell that it's kind of like indicating like where do you want to go. So you could fly anywhere in the compound at this point with this thing.
Oh
What
my
the
God.
fuck? Was that not the offer for them?
No, because you
You had a
cried and
negative
then
reaction.
Well, I rolled better. I rolled better apparently.
Oh,
I-
also,
I didn't
go
let
get
you
those
fall.
gems. Go get
I-
the ice gems.
I just sort of nod towards the big guy. No, I'm not gonna. I don't know about these ice gems. I've been
You
fighting.
just.
What about
Okay.
the?
I wasn't
what about,
anywhere near you.
what about that crazy off-road wagon?
I didn't see any of that stuff. I was
that-
looking at butts.
He was really
That
just.
4x4
But we talked
fire
about
truck.
it. We talked about it.
I was still really thinking about butts.
We were in the middle of battle talking about
We
it.
had a big old conversation while everyone was throwing punches.
We had a 6-second conversation.
Yeah, that's right.
And you guys were all here, and I was in the pit going, "What the fuck?"
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah. So I just like I nod towards the big blood demon guy.
Okay.
And point with my sword, so I know where.
All right. I will. It helicopters you in. I will give you advantage on your first attack against the giant blood.
I already have advantage.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Then he'll give you whatever you want.
Okay.
Then I'll give it disadvantage against attacking you.
Okay.
On its first attack
that's
against
cool.
you.
Thank you.
That's fine.
All right. Let's keep that in mind. And then you got a what?
I love
You got an 8.
No,
Yeah,
no.
you rolled an 8.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No,
No, it wasn't me.
I've got so many rerolls, I wouldn't roll an 8. That's the max number.
Okay. Very good.
Some wild magic.
grants you one wish.
Oh, a wish.
I shouldn't have said that.
Wish spell.
It doesn't do that. It
Wish.
definitely doesn't do that.
So,
be
so
awesome.
it picks you up, right, and begins flying you around, and it goes, and it kind of like seems to be pointing at the 3 different like blood shadow creatures, kind of like which one?
Yeah, they're fucked up. Wait, is it gonna drop me on one?
You don't know. What do you indicate?
I wanna point over at the wagon.
Oh, okay. Give me another persuasion check.
Can I like speak to it? Does it understand what I'm saying?
I don't know. You tell me.
Okay, well then maybe I mime it. But I'm like, let's go get the barrel and then we'll drop it on the big guy.
Mm-hmm.
Get the barrel out of the wagon and drop it on the big guy.
Give me another persuasion check.
This is gonna end really badly. Hold on. Hold on! Thank you, chat, for all the rerolls.
Oh boy.
Why am I using this red one? That didn't do me good last time. Ooh, 10 persuasion. I think I could just do it a little bit better. I think I could do it a little better. Okay, so it's 18.
Good.
All right, 18. Noted.
This is gonna be bad.
So who's over there by the big old blood demon?
Me. Just me.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm
Because
in
the
long
blood
range.
demon moved, so
Yeah,
I'm
he
the only one
moved.
near it now.
He moved to Milla range. Milla Runga.
And he moved away from, I think, everyone.
Malay Runga.
All right. So you got an 18 total? Is that what you got?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you point over at the thing and it goes, and it flies you over to the giant wagon thing and kind of dumps you on top of
Oh, it
it.
dumps me on top. Okay.
Purple pandas, huh?
All right. So then they fly around and try to attack some of the
Blood babies.
the bad guys here.
The bloody boys.
All right. They are a little bit confused as to who's the good guys and who's the bad guys since there's so much chaos happening here.
Oh,
Yes.
it's so easy to tell. The bad guys
so-
look like
They're
bad.
blood and
blood-
shadows.
Yeah, you have a choice between blood demons and fairy pandas. Like, come on.
Huh? The fairy pandas they're confused about. First of all, they're holding a huge grudge against the Minotaurs, right?
Duh.
Legitimately so.
That's fair.
All right. So
yeah.
the
they did
main
trap
blood demon dude, right?
Yeah. To do what? Though? Eat? Are they? Do they eat them?
Oh my god. They
knows?
better. They
Like the
might
goats.
be. Yeah, like the goats. Roast them on a stick. Cook them up. Stew them up.
All right.
Probably soup.
So one of them does sort of a little dive bombing attack
Yay!
at the main blood demon guy.
Maybe like.
And it sees it as it's glowing with this like this luminescent fairy fire, right? And it does this sort of like spitting shower of sparks, right? And you see that the fairy fire intensifies and begins to crackle. You see the outside of the creature crackles a little bit.
Oh, cool. It's
and
enhancing
it
it.
sears it for 10 points of damage.
Yay!
Dang.
So
That's magic. So you better take all that.
That happens.
Take all that to the bank.
Take it to the bank.
Deposit that shit.
Deposit it.
Save it, invest it.
No,
Put it in your pillowcase.
no, just leave it in there.
In
let
that-
it in.
Incur interest.
Sign up for an IRA.
All
Roth
right.
IRA.
Index fund.
Bonds and some stuff. Hey! That's so many.
Thank you.
We got
Yeah,
Worm
good
Drake. We got
subs.
Soul Crusher CDX. Adhesive
Slug. Green
Lion.
Oh, lion there.
Mergy.
So that's-
All right, so the next one, the next
How many?
one,
5?
the next one dive bombs Jorvin and the shadow that he's attacking.
Oh, the shadow.
Okay.
And it,
me.
it breathes almost this like
me,
machine
Jorvin.
gun like stream of bubbles at you, and they hit.
Did he
and,
bubble blast you?
Bloop, 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 and each one bursts into a different color, right?
You
Because it
special.
is like purple and
blessing
blue
you.
and yeah. And yes, you feel invigorated, and you have advantage on your next attack.
Oh, yeah!
So that happens, and then one of these guys, or this guy gets dive bombed, and the panda like spits up this giant like loogie of like this weird kind of honey-like substance that's shimmering, right? And
Oh, Bob.
Is it magical?
it flirts,
Can I have it on my palms?
encases the weird
Magical attack?
the
it's
weird
bad.
blood shadow. It encases it inside this magical goo, and you can see it like fighting, and it looks like it's maybe sort of it looks like it's pinned down in place, like it's moving slower.
Is it like magical panda ambergris?
Yes, that's exactly right. Yes.
Ambergris is hard.
I wrote down honey hurl, so take that for what it's worth.
Okay.
But then one of them is going to attack.
I'm thinking about ambergris.
What is that?
It's whale vomit that's used to make all perfume.
No. So the other one,
is this big, like, hard amber. Like,
the other one dive bombs
Really?
onto the Minotaur shaman, who still seems to be doing something. Hard to say what.
Did
I'm a
my
big fan of that Shaw
did
woman.
my insight check at all like reveal? Like,
I don't remember what you got.
I got a 21.
No. You,
Oh my God, what
that
was
revealed
it?
that
Snake
she was
and
surprised.
she's-
Oh, okay.
You weren't sure what she was up to.
Okay.
She's very good actor.
But it wasn't the blood demon.
Right.
She looks surprised.
And that fairy again fires a swirl of sparking fairy fire at this thing that burns the shaman woman.
Dude.
Oh wait,
Oh.
the fairy's attacking the shaman?
Yeah,
They don't like the Minotaurs.
They're
They
pissed at the
trap
Minotaurs.
them.
Oh damn
All
it.
right.
It's hard to keep track of the factions here.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. All right.
Well, I
So
feel
much
like
going on.
we also maybe after we get done with this, if we survive, should probably do something about the Minotaurs.
Yeah, they're not
They're
the
not great.
greatest.
They love soup, which is a redeeming quality, but
Yeah,
other
but this
than
is
that,
just 10. But like, it's not like this isn't the entire tribe. And
No, but they are cannibals.
that is yes.
And
no,
if we
I know
kill
they're
the
not,
chief, then we will be the chief,
I
and we can go vegetarian.
don't know if that's how it works, but let's give it a go.
Have you seen a book before?
No,
That is a good point.
never. No.
Okay.
what?
So at this point, the fairies then kind of like do a quick swarming circle around the circumference of the fort, and they fly away.
Oh, before they do though, I'm gonna use my hero's favor and get all of them to lift me up and fly me over to the gem, the magic gem.
Well, all right.
I think there's several gems.
Yeah.
Well, the one Jorvin told me that
There's
There-
several.
I'm gonna be honest. It was in a drawer that was by the kitchen. I don't exactly remember where.
Great. I want that gem.
I want that gem.
Yeah, there's
Amy, I really just think you're limiting yourself
also
by
the
not
wagon.
pluralizing this word.
Oh, I want the gems.
There's also the wagon too.
I know.
She's at the wagon.
She's got that wagon covered. I want the
But
gems.
it's also the reason I didn't go for that first is because it's giant, and how are we gonna get it anywhere without exploding everything?
Oh my god, not great.
What'd you get?
9 + 2 is 11.
Plus your
Mixed
proficiency.
results.
No, that's what I'm
No,
saying.
that was it.
That is
It's
plus
8
plus
plus
for
1
gems.
and then plus 2.
So that's mixed results. Am I right about that?
Oh yeah, that is some mix ass.
it's not a
results.
total.
Can I re-roll that?
No.
There's nothing you can do with that roll.
Bardic inspiration.
All right. So
If I add the bardic inspiration.
So you
would've
try
been
to
14.
convince
No,
the
13.
you try to convince the fairies to take you over
Hey, wait!
to the mess
Wait,
hall.
I thought you were my fairies. If you are my fairies, maybe you could fly me over to the magical gems in the kitchen. And if you're not my fairies, maybe you could still do it.
But you're not strong enough.
Yeah, two of you couldn't do it.
So they begin to like swarm
And what about you,
on
Mr. Purple Panda?
And you hear.
Yes, wouldn't it be funny? A big lug like me flying.
They just throw her through
They
a wall.
lift you up off of the ground and
Don't hurt yourself.
And then,
They all get hernias.
and then you hear one of them like and they're
Oh, now what?
and they lift
What's
you
going
way
on
up
here?
high into the air and
Yeah,
they bring
this is
you
good enough.
over to the mess hall, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you look down between your your legs are just dangling in space there as they're kind of like hanging you up in the air. And you look down between your toes and you realize that they've positioned you directly over the chimney for the kitchen oven, right?
No,
And-
There's
no,
no way
that's not,
she fits in there.
That's not what I meant here.
As you get
No
you go dropping down the chimney. Give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
You change it.
You can use your super saver if you want.
Yes, I'm going to super save this because I don't want to die, and I'm gonna change it to a wisdom roll, and I'll inspire myself.
Okay.
Heck yeah. And you have your bardic inspiration too.
Oh, can I use that on saves?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can use it after the fact, actually.
Yeah. Roll, and then if you think you need it, roll it.
Okay, 14 plus 3. So, I'm going to use it. Okay, so 17 plus 6 is 23.
Oh, yeah, all right. You make it. You still take half damage. All right, so 13 plus 2 is 15. You take 7 points of damage as you plummet down the stone chimney.
Oh
High or low?
Low.
Still on. Yeah.
Fuck.
It is still on. And you take 3 points of fire damage as you land in the coals and then roll out.
So was that all
the
one?
hearth.
But that was all one kind of attack. Because what I could do, honestly, is use Stone's Endurance, and this is a reaction to reduce damage dealt by 1d12 plus 2. So could that all be one? Like, because you said 3, and it was 7 and 3.
Yeah, I mean, you can reduce the total by a d12 if you want to use your
Plus
reaction to
2,
do that.
d12 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh!
So 4.
Oh, sorry. I'm not good at throwing.
As a
Okay,
Rerolls
fine.
only apply to d20 rolls.
Okay, well, alright, give that back, because I rolled the same thing anyway. So 4, minus 4, so we'll say it's 6 points of damage.
I'm so sorry.
Why are you sorry?
How much was it?
I'm sorry that she doesn't value your friendship.
It's not that I don't value your friendship, I'm a terrible throw. I don't have... No, guys.
All right.
I don't know what's going on here.
So, believe it or not, that was Strumthrum's turn. We're back around to Lowstorm.
Okay, here I am in the mess hall.
You're covered in soot, like some of your hair is
Somewhat
on fire.
singed.
Some of your back hair is on fire.
Oh, okay, well, as I do other things, I'm gonna fuck that up. And here we go. Yeah, I guess I don't really know. Oh, you said it's in a drawer, so I'm gonna just start pounding open drawers.
Okay, give me a intelligence investigation check.
No.
Yeah, that's what it is.
All right, I'm definitely going to use some bumps on this.
Wait, did you already use your switcheroo?
Yes.
Oh man.
That's only for saving throws anyhow.
Oh.
So I'm going to bump it 3.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to... I already used my Bardic Inspiration. Fuck. Here. All right, so it just is what it is. Golly, I wonder if there's anything else I could do. Well, I have a reroll, so... No, gonna reroll that. Havana! Just kidding. Okay, so
Your
better,
violence makes
but...
Luigi sad.
Okay, no. I'm a -3 investigation.
19!
19 -3, it's so bad. That's a 16.
It's not bad. All right.
I'm not sure it warranted that creepy dance.
I turned into an anime character. No, I turned into a Teletubby.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Anime character would be like either shooting blood out of your nose or like having one giant sweat thing go.
Yeah, yeah.
Dom, do you want to take his bed and just put it over by you? Maybe he'll lay over by you. He seems kind of fussy.
Because Amy keeps farting on him.
Oh,
That,
that doesn't bother him.
Oh my god, you just like drenched yourself in dog hair.
I did. Wow.
Yeah, I hope you're not allergic because he is shedding. All right.
Oh,
There
good
you go,
boy.
Okay.
And keep looking.
You managed
looking
to
at Harold's
locate
bed,
the
going,
drawer that Jordan
Oh.
mentioned to you.
Awesome.
So you find it. It is locked.
No, it's not. I
Smash it.
Yeah.
Amy.
The one thing
Smash
you're good
it.
at.
Okay.
Dude, smash it and accidentally set off all
Very
the
good.
crystals. Be frozen in time forever.
Yeah, I'm gonna smash it, or maybe. Oh, I wonder if there's an analog in.
Stop taking notes. I'm
So-
gonna stop talking.
Astral
Vanna,
projection
shut up! Stop
and-
talking! Stop giving him ideas!
This mom
wonder
video
if
game is gonna
there's-
be intense.
A fun animal that would do the thing for me.
Turn to a grasshopper and pick the lock with your leg.
Just get in there. Just get in there.
No,
And
I
push the latch.
Turn into a spider, crawl in, and then turn into a human again and explode the whole drawer.
That would definitely set off the crystals. This is a bad idea.
Okay, buddy. Lay down. Go lay down. Hey.
Lay down.
Ooh, wow.
What's that? Come here?
You gotta be assertive with these
Good boy.
fucking animals.
Good boy.
These trash animals.
They're not like people like you and me.
They're dirt. They're soulless garbage.
Wow. All right. Let's see how
Okay,
far we
I
can throw a
think-
French fry.
He just got settled, Tom. You were.
Yeah, he gets rewarded for laying down.
Okay, so all of these things are like spider, giant rat, giant all this. Can I just turn into like a tiny little baby spider?
No, not unless it says you can do that. There's like a size restrictions on what you can turn into. You can turn into a rat. That's tiny.
You want to turn
Yeah,
into
that's what
little
it-
baby spider?
Okay. Dang it.
Spider doing push-ups
Yeah.
in the mirror.
I mean, this isn't the comprehensive list, but
very
yeah,
weird.
I want to turn
I
into
don't like that at all.
yeah, I guess a rat. I guess I'll be a rat.
You're not gonna-
Is there a keyhole? Is that how it is locked?
Yeah.
It's a keyhole?
Yeah.
Rats can fucking... Alright.
Well, I don't think it could fit in there, but it could fit its little rat hand in there.
I'm gonna be a
and trip
rat.
The mechanism.
So my action actually is spent turning into a rat.
Okay. All right. So you go into the kitchen.
How bad is your shit that you can't pick a lock?
I just am dexterous. I'm not dexterous and I'm not smart. I'm a bumbling, strong fool.
All right. Strum. No, I'm sorry. Alton.
Alton.
I believe you have advantage on your first attack.
I mean, I have advantage on my
He has
attack.
disadvantage against you. That's right.
Alright, I'm gonna stab him.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get stabbed, sir. Sir,
Sir.
you're
Sir.
stabbed. That's a 19 to hit.
Ooh.
Okay.
Sir, you're stabbed. Get stabbed. Get
Don't
fucked.
get stabbed. Don't get stabbed.
Geek fuck.
9 damage.
Is that magical?
No, it's not.
All
But
right, so
I'll tell you what is magical.
that's 4.
That I'm gonna action surge this bastard.
Action surge.
Action surge, and I'm gonna do is a 17 hit.
No, 17 does not hit his armor class 18.
Oh Jesus! Then I'm going to. But you know what would hit if I made this a precise attack and added.
What's this accent? Where's Alton? I like him.
Added another 4 to that. This is how Alton really talks. Right now.
Is Alton a nervous southerner?
In the heat of battle, yeah, he turns into a southern Dan.
I think all the vapors.
I got the vapors. So that's.
You really are a Sondheim bad boy, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
I
canon.
want a Sondheim bad boy shirt so bad.
so that's a 21 to hit,
Yes.
and then that would make my. I feel like.
No, I can turn into a spider. It's right here.
Okay.
But what size, I think, is what?
It doesn't matter. Challenge is 0, so anything under half CR.
It'll say though, like.
It's tiny.
Okay.
It's tiny beast.
All right.
It's a tiny, tiny.
I guess I can't add it to my attack. All right.
Okay, good.
So that's
The monster.
10 damage.
The
10 damage.
Yeah. So 19
What are you
total.
looking at?
He takes half of that.
Oh, okay.
I think
so that's.
the wild shape should.
I mean,
So that's
Okay.
so that's 9 damage.
The first attack was 9. The
Oh.
second attack was 10.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was
Alright.
looking at before, but it doesn't.
I meant
Mm-hmm.
all my attacks together.
Noted. Noted. You are picking away at this thing, but it seems
Quarter
plenty
level, and
strong.
Yeah.
That brings us around to
I killed the Minotaur.
Minotaurs.
So one's no flying.
So,
right?
Kippa-
One's no flying. But climbing, it's fine. So yeah, you can definitely do it.
Chief
can do it,
Kippa
so
swings his axe twice.
I think we're gonna need to do some research. Like an ant can lift like 16 times their weight, but what about a spider?
He
Well, I'm not
misses
trying to
once.
lift him. I'm
Was
not gonna, I'm just gonna
17.
try to trigger the lock.
But that would
Depends.
require a strength.
Depends
you know
on the
what I mean?
spider.
Yeah, are you the world's tiniest tarantula?
Tarantulas, they don't have exoskeletons, and they're the only spiders that can die of fall damage.
I'm gonna be a muscly spider.
The ever famous
Totally
muscle
jack spider.
Oh, you mean a long daddy?
Yeah, a long daddy.
All right, two
They're
of them
not
come
actually
to
spiders.
assist.
Wait, you call him a long daddy?
Daddy long legs?
Daddy long legs.
Oh, a long daddy.
You said long
I
daddy.
didn't say that. I'm so sorry.
I was like, oh, I guess in Kansas.
It sounded appropriate.
We all got it, but now looking back, I'm really worried.
That's okay.
Honestly, I think it's
I was like, I didn't want to say anything, but you were so confident. I was like, that must be a thing.
Daddy.
I was like, is this a meme I don't understand?
I mean,
I am a million
it
years old.
probably is a meme.
It's
Most
just
things
it's
are.
honestly it's like Songhai Bad Boy and Salt Bay. It's just
Yeah.
long daddy.
Long daddy.
That's why. I
So
got
sorry.
that.
Truly
Sweet
embarrassed.
Mother of God. All right, so these two guys come to help Jorvin out. They both hit. This is a lot of damage.
Oh damn!
So that's 14 plus 4 is 18.
To who?
To your weird shadow buddy.
Blood baby.
Oh wait,
Nice.
wait. So someone's attacking the thing with me?
Yeah, the two Minotaurs showed up.
You convinced the Minotaurs to help you out.
Oh, I didn't realize that they were actually gonna be helpful.
realize they were actually going to be helpful.
Well, when you did
Your
it,
inspirational speech worked. What did you think
yeah,
was gonna
you
happen?
did it.
Honestly, having them not kill each other and make more demons was like really like
Yeah, but as
just
soon as you did it, Tom was like, "Fuck."
true.
Yeah.
Because when the DM is like, all of my plans ruined.
Yeah, the hero's favorite. He said it broke the game. You broke the game.
I did. I love
We're
breaking
never
things.
gonna die now. A blood demon.
All right, well, this guy got hit for the very first time for 7 points. So, that's their attacks. It is the loggers. All right, so let's start with Garen Vance and see how he does. He takes a slice at this shadow creature. And yeah, he gets 2 attacks. So, 14 is going to miss, but a 24 is going to hit, which means he does. Ooh, 15 and 7 is 22 plus 4 is 26 points of damage with that hit.
Oh yeah, go logger, go logger,
All
go,
right.
go
And
logger, go
then
logger,
he's
go.
got 3 other guys backing him up. They make their attacks, 1 hit. Oh, and the other guy crits. All right, so the crit does 14 plus 2 is 16. Does another 8 points of damage to that guy. And the other person does another 8 points, so that's 4 more. Total, the human finally takes some, the human shadow here takes 30 points of damage. That's after being reduced, so pretty good.
Well,
All
I'm
right.
getting gems, so.
So that
They better not
is
kill him while I'm
that is those
gem,
guys.
gem fetching.
I like the idea of us all being in battle and us watching Lowstorm fly away.
Just give me a thumbs up.
And then
Of all
getting
this-
dropped in a chimney and disappearing.
I got this. Wait, no.
And we all look at each other just like,
Lowstone!
So you guys close with this guy.
she finally found her fairies.
I'm going home.
And
All you have to do is believe.
and you hear Solomon Baird say, "Make some room so that I can fireball."
Oh.
That's nice.
All right, that's what you hear. Campaign Coins sends a reroll to Kyle.
Yay!
He says, "Care of Luigi."
Ooh.
Aw.
Yeah.
Pickle Weasel
Dude,
PhD sends a reroll to Havana Mahoney.
Pickle Weasel, finally. I finally got a
Green
reroll.
Lion also sends you.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dr. Pickle Weasel.
That is happening.
PhD to you.
PhD. Top of the order, the
Big old monster.
Shadow monsters.
Shadow monster.
It is engaged with Kitba and
It's
Alton.
engaged?
Yeah.
Oh,
Listen,
How did you do
it
it?
reminds me so much of Lurg. I had to.
All right, so that's two attacks against each of you.
Well, and it has disadvantage against its first attack. against
Yeah,
me.
so let's do that. Disadvantage against Alton. Well, a 7 plus 9 is 16.
Wouldn't that be great
means-
if this was all just a misunderstanding?
That hits you. All
An
right.
engagement party
And the
Yes.
second
or a
attack
gender reveal party.
is a
Yes.
28. That also hits you.
Yeah, no, both those hit.
All right, so I need
Manic
you,
hit point.
first of all, I need you to take
It's an adult gender.
16 points of damage
Okay.
and 15 points of damage.
Alton!
That's 31.
Okay.
Alton.
Is it
So, how you doing, buddy?
I am unconscious.
Yeah.
I can heal. I'm just not there.
All right,
I'm a tiny
give me 2 DC 18 Constitution saves, please.
Oh my god! Alton!
Are you one of those spiders though that can like shoot the web and then use that to carry on the wind?
Wait, what happened?
I can make a web, but not one that could capture a
Okay,
human.
natural 20 on the first one.
No,
Okay.
but like the spiders that like they shoot their web up into the air and then it catches the wind and they use that to like fly.
Reroll.
Wait, what? I
that'd be
have a
cool.
reaction healing spell. Is that what we're doing right now? Or are you just doing a constitution
I'm
save?
doing Constitution save. So what was the DC? I failed one of them.
18. All right.
The highest I could get was 16.
All right. Well, so bad news for you, as you are stunned and your shadow forcibly rips itself from your body, I guess.
Okay. Okay.
Alton's been looking to lose some weight. So.
Yeah.
Really
I've
unhealthy
got a really
thinking.
good.
It's really bad.
All right.
Yeah, your anorexia is not coming in real handy right now.
Yeah, but that shadow svelte. Light.
All
Can I use my
right.
survival to help him?
No one's near me besides an angry minotaur.
All right. So
Alton, you
that's
turn.
down. That's not good for you. It attacks Kitba twice at this point. 15, I don't think hits him naturally.
Oh my god, I could have helped.
He's got an armor class of 18.
What's going
that
on?
does hit though.
Put the bomb on the stomach.
So
Get back out here.
Kitba takes
Get your butt back out
12 points of damage.
Come on, guys. Oh, now I'm scared. Alton, you need a magical weapon.
And Kitba needs to make a Constitution save.
Hit, but
I feel like he probably can do this,
Yeah,
but
I
I
think
probably
so,
just jinxed it. DC 18, he makes 21, so he is not, his shadow remains attached to his body. So that is the big bad guy. Now the shadow demons go. Alton, where would your evil blood shadow go to attack? Would it stay here and attack Kitba, or would it maybe roam?
Little Fat.
It could go over
Little
to
Fat.
Jorvin. I can't reach Strum because Strum's, you're over here by the wagon, honestly, right? Strum's over here.
I use my reaction to turn towards a shadow demon and say, "Come at me, bro."
Get a reaction. Yes.
Yeah, it goes for Jordan.
Oh, very good. You want to roll a d20 and
No, Jorvin.
see what the attack is?
The hell? Oh my god.
You're +5 to hit.
Okay, that's 16.
Ah, you missed, you son of a bee.
Reroll.
Oh my god, my life is amazing. All right.
I am good at it.
And I think this blood Minotaur shadow thing has disadvantage against you. Is that right? Or you have advantage?
No, I have advantage.
You have advantage against it. All right.
Yeah, I just haven't attacked yet. I do smack it out of the way and I say, "Root." It's just a.
Natural 1. Apparently that works.
Ooh, natural 1.
And then this guy, who's he gonna attack? He's got 3, 4, 6 different options.
I hope I die and I come back and kill you.
It's going to attack Garen Vance. All right, so that is 16.
You're looking at
I don't know if it
rerolls.
hits him. That's the question.
I got 1.
That's exactly what Garen Vance has. Is 16.
Anna, let me use some rerolls so I can attack Kyle.
Okay. Is that what you want?
Don't do it.
I can't now, but next time.
No.
In the future. It's okay, I have so much in survival.
6 + 3.
I'll make it.
So Garen Vance takes 11
yeah.
points of damage,
I got all my
Garen, no!
Is that
Garen!
Oh, okay.
and he has to make a Constitution
Play on
save.
words. Okay.
Ooh, that's not good.
Garen! Oh,
What'd
no.
Garen do?
Maybe you can fight me in death, blood brother.
12 + 3 is 15. He does not make it. Garen Vance is stunned, and his
I
body.
like that. I like when they go.
Oh, jeez. His shadow rips away from his
Well,
body.
everybody who's turned into a blood guy, a blood baby, has gone.
Not me, I passed out and then
What you getting in there?
whatever I could reach. Cookies.
All right. I don't necessarily have the best thing for
If
this.
you're ever in France, you gotta ask for a Coca Zero.
Is that their new?
Coca Cero. There's a.
Or Coca Light if you want a Diet Coke.
There's.
It'd be more like this. Just.
In Hong Kong, it was a Coke Plus. That was the name of their diet. Their Diet Coca-Cola. It was so weird. It's Coke Plus.
Yeah. All right. So that was the shadows and the monsters. Jorvin, it is your turn. Yep.
What are you batting away?
Okay. Do I have advantage? I have advantage just against that one, or just an advantage in general against my first attack.
Your first. I guess.
I'll do. I'll
You
do
have
that.
advantage on your first attack. I don't really care where you put it. It's fine.
Okay. Well, because right now I have 2 engaged with me, right? There's the Minotaur shadow and now the Alton shadow.
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. So I'm
Guys,
gonna,
we need to change the word.
other.
We need to change the word engaged. We're gonna make Havana cry.
yeah.
It's really
Okay, I'm gonna do the Minotaur shadow.
Mm-hmm.
That will be a 17 to hit.
That I believe.
Is that your dice tray?
No.
No campaign
That
points
hits,
gave
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Oh, it
pretty.
does? It hits?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
don't we get one?
Oh, gosh.
Where's our dice tray?
That will be a 14. 14, so half 7.
Okay.
And then my next attack, which
Thank
will
you.
be straight, will be a 24 to hit.
Are you attacking the Alton version or
No,
the one
I'm
that
attacking
you-
the Minotaur.
Okay. Mhm.
So the first one was 14, so 7,
Uh-huh.
and then the next one will be a grand total of 8, which will be 4.
Dragging work mechanic.
All right.
I don't know that
Okay. It begins to kind of like it begins to dissolve, and you see that it's moving very like more lethargically. Hmm?
Okay.
it's strength.
Yeah.
It's not really in the game.
All
Oh,
right.
I forgot to
Super
juice it. It's okay.
Is that it?
That's unfortunately all I got for my turn.
Strumthrum, you are over by the weird giant cast iron tank or barrel or whatever this thing is in the back of this wagon. It's mounted to the wagon.
Okay.
I'm gonna just hand wave and say you've pulled the tarp away from it so you can see the whole thing. It's got an ornate series of brass fittings around it. It seems to have like a little, almost like a little porthole or valve type of thing. It has latching, like a bronze latching mechanism. Like if you were to think of like a canning jar, it seems to have those kind of like sprung hasps and various pipes fitted to this thing.
Is it a cannon? What is it?
If it's a cannon, you don't see how you would turn and mount it, although it does have almost a strange kind of funnel-like top
Can you
to it.
draw it?
Can I draw it?
Well, you know my name is Simon,
And
and
I like to do drawings.
I like to draw all day long. So come and do drawings with me.
That's the creepiest song I've ever heard. What's that?
Mike Myers and SNL.
Oh my
He
god.
was just a little British boy in a bathtub who liked to do drawings. And
Oh, I remember. Yeah,
other,
Simon. Yeah.
other children, and he would interview them from his bathtub.
Are they naked?
I mean,
Like implied.
yeah, implied nudity, but they're all like adults. Like one time it was Danny DeVito.
Wow.
You in?
Yeah.
Danny DeVito's in a tub, I'm there. I was totally against this idea, but now the Trollfoot, Trollfoot's gonna be
Well.
in there.
That's. Oh, lots of art. Lots
This
of art,
is
Kyle.
interesting.
It was
Lots of art
It was
this
a
game.
disturbing sketch, but not for the reasons you think. It was disturbing because it was clear that Simon's father didn't care about him and left him in a hotel room all the time.
Really?
Yeah, that's why he was in
Aw.
the bathtub doing drawings.
Yeah, he always.
How do you do drawings in a tub? Your paper get all wet.
I don't think that. Was he in?
He
What
may have
the
done
fuck?
the drawings outside the tub and brought them into the tub.
I see. I see.
I still think they could get wet.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's a high chance.
Also, you shouldn't say come do drawings with me if you've pre-made the drawings.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Dumb.
It looks something like this.
What the fuck is that?
Like I said, it's about, what did I say, 6 feet wide?
For those of you at home, it
8
looks like
feet tall.
it looks like the helmet from the Brotherhood of Steel for some reason.
Can I do some sort of history check on this to perceive what it is?
History.
I don't know.
I give you
I don't
a-
know what it is.
I'll give you an Arcana check, maybe.
Oh, okay. That was even better, actually. It works for me. Oh, thanks. Oh, okay. Well, here we go. Used a lot of
Yeah, burn through. Burn through.
this dice tray is fucked up.
It was
Don't,
almost.
Mark is watching right now. How do you think he feels?
Oh.
No, it's not good.
You still have the tower.
I still have
Roll your little white dice.
Yeah, why are you using
Okay.
these crap red dice?
Yeah, I don't know. Excuse me. Well, I started with the black one and then moved to the red one. And let's do the baby ones. 18. Wait. 19 plus 5, 24.
All right. From the smell of sulfur and some of the runes that you see inscribed on this thing is very, very clearly of dwarven creation. And you see several several markings which you recognize as being related to fire.
It shoots fire.
I feel like it's a... Is there any way to activate it? Or it's something... Or is there a fuse? Or is there a lever or a button?
Big red button.
It looks like
Crank.
let's see here.
That was like Frankenstein switches.
There are a number of different hasps that you could try and
Hasps.
a hasp like a little latch, right? A hasp is a latch. So there are a number of different hasps that you could manipulate. There is a rather large lever that you could manipulate.
This did not work out for Strong last time.
But it is a fairly confusing. Like you've never been confronted with one of these contraptions before, so.
And it belongs
It
to the
doesn't-
Minotaurs?
It doesn't No,
No, this is the men.
This
The
was
loggers.
parked behind, basically, kind of like behind the mess hall kind
Are
of shed.
any of the loggers near me?
Very good question. You do see, you see a guy who has clearly come out from the lookout here, and he's got a bow that
good nap.
he's drawing, and he's trying to figure out like where into this mess he could possibly shoot, and so he is up above you, up on the palisade up here.
He's above me.
Yeah, you're down on the ground, and he's up on the ramp that goes.
Oi!
Strum chest.
Oi, wake up.
Oi, what?
How do you use this?
You turn the third finagle, and then you flip open the unsafety latch and fire the incinerator.
Where does it come out of?
Comes out the top.
How do you turn it over?
You don't need to turn it over. It just generally just runs around.
Cool.
Excuse me?
It's like
It's an automaton?
It's like a fire elemental maybe or something like that.
What do you mean automaton?
That's a word.
Frizzik's in there.
Frizzix?
Frizzik.
He sounds great.
Let Frizik out.
Yeah, let's
Just let more creatures out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then let that dude continue firing into the crowd of people.
Okay, yeah.
Frizzik, the beast of the forge.
He's a friend?
Well, friend like.
Why are these things here? Who brought these here? When? Why?
It's Solomon Baird's pet, not mine. Don't ask me.
I blame chat.
All right, well,
that is a good point.
well, I
Release
guess
the demon.
I will activate it and again
It's a demon.
try to use my suggestion spell.
It's a demon.
Okay.
It's a demon. 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 It's a demon.
An elemental.
I cannot believe this is still happening. I can't believe the two of you are still.
It's a demon. It's a demon. It's a demon.
It's a demon. It's a demon. It's a demon.
It's a demon. It's a demon. It's a demon. None of us remember the verse.
That wasn't.
Amy just wants monetary compensation.
She gets residuals every time we finish the sentence.
Anytime anyone of them
Yeah.
says it's a demon.
What's
Okay. What's the DC on your suggestion? Does the creature
14.
Does the creature have to understand the language that you speak?
I mean, I think it would translate since it's going to their mind.
All right. What's the
But
DC?
I don't think it's
a wisdom save.
It's 14.
DC
and
14?
Yeah.
All you have to do is bring me from unconsciousness and tell me to read the Dwarven runes.
All right.
Also,
Wisdom
please don't let
save
me die.
DC 14.
I like this character.
It's just a 14 on the dice.
Well, Kenku's no orange.
I rolled a
which is like a
12.
form of primordial.
What
It's
is
different
your
than whatever the fire one is,
What are
English
you
or whatever.
suggesting?
Which influence creature you see within range? Yeah, magically influence them, so I would think it would be universal.
All right.
Trying to bring me to this suggestion must be worded in such a manner. So the guy on the wall said it belonged to Simon Beard.
Solomon Beard, yes.
Solomon
Who
Beard.
did earlier, just moments ago, say, clear some room, I'm going to drop a fireball. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, then I think I'm just going to be like, your friend or comrade or I feel like I don't want to say master because that seems degrading. But
Your number one bro.
your number one bro, Simon Baird. He's in trouble, and we're trying to help him defeat these blood and shadow demons, and we need your help to defeat them. Can you use your power and strength to help us defeat these blood and shadow demons?
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So.
And this will break my concentration on fairy fire.
On fairy fire. All right. Noted. All right. So you flipped. You with the aid of the logger, the watchman, who is up on the palisade above. You managed to flip the top open on this, and you see just this pyre of flame, this sort of swirling ball of flame, come out of this.
Does it have
thing.
eyes and a mouth like Howl's Moving Castle?
It has two burning coals for eyes.
Calcifer! Can it be Calcifer?
And it has just a gaping column of smoke for where its mouth would be. And it looks at you, and then it
He's out.
floats across to, I guess, over here to the
Fire demon, fire demon, fire demon,
Fire demon, fire demon!
All right.
It's a brilliant song. I don't.
While he's flying away, can I strum on my little heart-shaped guitar to give inspiration to you're dead.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Actually, I would want to use my bonus action. Can I cast Healing Word on Alton? 60-foot range.
Blood Alton.
And I can use one bonus action.
60-foot range, huh?
Yeah, tracks.
Just right.
1d4
A
plus
healing
spellcast.
word right on the tuchus.
Dun dee 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 dee.
Pick a number between 1 and 6.
4.
All right, if I roll this number, it's not going to work. 4.
Oh!
Okay.
You're not within 60 feet.
God damn, that sucks.
You had 5 out of 6 chances for it to work. You were,
Yeah.
You're further than
It's
60
rolled
feet
a
away.
4 every time.
Actually, you shouldn't have picked 4, I guess.
Well, no, the odds should be if you are continuing rolling it, the odds should be you'd be rolling another number.
Yeah,
since
use
you
your
rolled that
reroll.
one so many. Oh, did we have DM rerolls this time?
No, not yet.
No, he didn't like that.
You're it's in the ladder. It hasn't been unlocked.
Can I juice it?
You're out of range. I'm sorry. That's just the circumstance.
I can move in. I haven't moved. I can move into range. I haven't moved at all this turn.
You have to use your movement
To operate the thingy, mother. To pull
There's a
all
lot
my
going on this
levers.
round. Higher or low?
It's gonna be a 4, so high.
Yeah!
You can move and use your bonus action.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm just gonna move within 60 feet of Alton.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want to get closer to that demon than I have to.
Well, you're gonna have to get within 60 feet.
Well, I know, but I meant I don't want to go up to Alton because this is a ranged spell.
She doesn't want to get into Malarunga.
Well,
Malarunga.
All right.
And then I'm gonna cast Healing Word on him, which is 1d4 plus spellcasting modifier. Plus my spellcasting modifier, which is 4.
Malarenga is my favorite.
1d4 plus 4. I roll it?
Yeah, you roll it.
Go!
Malarenga.
Fuck! Okay, well, 5.
5.
What's of health?
Okay.
It's 5 more than I had.
Roll a d6 for me.
Stop cutting string.
Everything's fine.
4.
4.
You fucking puppet master. Oh yeah, wait, what is happening down there?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know?
I would, that's why I asked Kyle.
He's cutting string for those of you at home who can't
Get off
see
my dick, man!
what's happening under the table. It's really mysterious.
Very sensual.
Sensual.
I feel like that.
A little alarming.
No, he's doing one of these. Whatever.
Definitely
that is,
alarming.
The thing with the...
Oh, Full Metal Alchemist stuff?
He's tying them together now.
Wait, is that
No,
Naruto?
he was talking about like when you
get the
loom
string.
Cat's
like,
Cradle.
Yeah, there we go.
Just like Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah, I've not seen it, so I assume that's correct.
Inuyasha, Naruto.
Wait, what?
I'm just yelling animes.
I've watched Inuyasha, but I just remember he had a gun finger.
It's Trigun.
No, like his finger was magic, and he would do like that was his attack. He would go.
Who?
I
One
don't
of my
remember that.
friends is the voice of
Inuyasha?
Shikamaru.
He had a magical shark.
All
Shishomaru.
right. This is blood running down your face. You wake up. You have pulsing veins of corruption that are as full.
Dude, under the nose,
that's
so it looks like you have a blood mustache.
I gotta take a picture of it.
All right. That's
Lowstorm, it's you.
okay. So I'm a little baby spider. I'm gonna crawl into the keyhole.
All right, you crawl into the keyhole, no problem.
And I want to see if I can. Is the keyhole like triggered by tumblers? Is that how the key works? I want to see if I can trigger the
You can
tumblers.
manipulate the lock.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't know how this is not an intelligence check.
Oh wait. No, I have to use my.
Is
No.
the spider smarter than you? I don't
Wait.
think you get to use their psychic stats, do you?
I don't think I do either.
I think you get
Yeah,
their
yeah,
physical
you-
stats. You get their
Spiders are
strength,
psychic?
their strength.
I
their-
actually get.
They know.
I get a lot
They
of
know everything.
benefits, but I don't think I get their
I don't think
intelligence or
that's one of
charisma
Mhm.
or wisdom. Okay, fine. All right, here we go. Here goes nothing. I have no help. Okay, come on, intelligence. This is -3. So, no big deal, but I just critical. Anyway, I guess it's a 17, but really, it's a natural 20.
All right.
So I really
You leave the room
know.
for one moment, Dom, and this is what happens.
Very good.
really know.
So you see the little the tumblers that apparently need to line up in order to spring the lock on this.
Yeah, I played Skyrim. And
Got this break it.
so my 8 legs start triggering the tumblers and
Alright.
in fun little ways until it like
Click,
clicks.
click, click, poing.
And that's unlocked. So then I crawl out, bonus action back to normal, grab the gems. Now I still have, well, can I still have movement? I really, as a spider, only moved probably like 3 feet up the leg of the.
Sure, you can still, you have 25 feet.
How many
of
gems do
movement.
I grab?
That's a good question. So let's just check some things here. All right, roll a d6. That's how many gems are in there.
Okay, come on, D6.
I add bumps to it.
I don't have any.
You can't bonus.
Oh, 4, not the worst.
Nice.
Okay, you grab 4 gems.
Okay, so then I'm popping back out. How far do I get?
25 feet.
25 feet. You get outside you're out here.
Yep, there I go.
Just in time to see a huge fire demon pass.
And I think that's all I can do. Oh no! Wait, are you alive?
I mean, technically.
You're barely alive. Great. Then I can't. No, I think that's my bonus.
You have to do it on, I think, your next turn, unfortunately.
I think that is my. It's a bonus action, so I already used it.
Yep.
All right, very good. Alton.
But I was gonna heal you, so just know
appreciate
that
that.
it was coming your way.
I appreciate
But I've
that.
used everything except a reaction.
You're back up though, right?
Yes.
You just got bloody vein
I'm
face.
conscious.
He's conscious. He does not have a shadow right now.
And I'm bleeding a lot. But
Who needs a shadow?
I am going to use a bonus action to second wind.
Okay.
And that's
Look at
going
that,
to be
heal himself.
That's going to be 12.
Second wind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's from isn't that from 4th edition?
Yeah, but now only warriors get that.
Yeah, it used to be like everybody had it all the time, or every battle at least.
Okay, not bad. And then I am going to sort of shake off the fact that I almost fucking died.
Yeah,
and
sure.
Try and
Doesn't bother you at all.
No, I'm fine. I'm really fine, guys. I'm fine. I'm gonna stab this guy. See, that's gonna be 21 to hit.
All right, that hits.
That's going to be 11 damage.
Do you hear the
right.
fact that I'm like yelling insults at you, though when you turn around, it's not you, it's like a shadow you?
I'm kind of dealing with something right now, but
I'm just saying, I'm yelling profanities about like your
I almost
mother
died.
and all sorts of things. It's real.
I mean,
Really?
It's
is
real
that
rough.
You
is
don't-
that on brand for?
What? Alton's trying to kill me.
Hey, you don't know my mother, and neither do I.
The Minotaur's
Wow.
one does. Kitba attacks. He hits twice.
I know my mom, she just doesn't want me.
Mine neither.
It's so sad.
All right.
Guys, it's so obvious.
You guys engaged.
All right.
You're being so
Yeah,
obvious.
combat.
Just make out already. Wow, that's so many.
19.
That's a lot.
Plus 10 is.
Who's getting hurt?
29.
You?
No,
I don't
that's
know.
that's
Kitba.
Kickba hitting.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Hitting,
So that's 14.
Shadow.
Shadow blood, but
Oh, but yeah, but no more fairy fire.
Blood
Oh, that's true. So that's that guy.
Bye, miss you.
Bye-bye. These two guys are dogpiling on the one that Jorvin is fighting. I have a feeling they're gonna probably.
disgusting.
Let's just see if they.
Can I continue to roll to attack Kyle?
They are going to recklessly attack because they feel like this thing might be almost done. So they have advantage on this.
Same.
No, not before I get
doesn't-
the gems out. Come on,
do
let me
enough.
do something.
And they both miss.
There's still things to kill. Don't worry.
Oh, wait a minute. 9 plus 6 is 15. That does hit that thing.
Unless the blood demon's the mothership
All right.
and everything else goes down with
Well, they're not attacking him.
Quit trying to plug your show, Amy.
Oh my god. Shoot, that was minimum damage. It's just a terrible showing by these boys. It's 2 plus 4 is 6 points. That's not enough.
Blood tickles.
That's not enough. Nope. Sorry. Bad. These two guys are attacking the human shadow over here. And they both hit. And they probably do a lot of damage. Nope. 8. So that's 4. And 13 plus 4 is 17. So 4 and 8 is 12 points of damage. He's also not looking great, but that's that. All right. Garen Vance is unconscious.
Oh no, not Garen.
That means there's only 3 loggers to attack these guys who are left over here. So 1, 2,
Oh no, not the loggers.
and 3. So 2 of them hit. 4 points of damage total. Okay, and at the top of the round, which is where we are right now.
Round 2.
It's round 4, I believe. You hear, hoo 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 hoo, hoo 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 hoo, hoo hoo.
What do you mean? What do we know what this is?
No.
Well, I did.
We've had pandas.
And-
We've had fairies. We had a weird metal fire construct.
No,
and
this-
now.
This is what's his face?
Oh yeah, this is.
Oh, it's the druid.
Yeah, my guy that I was talking
What do
to.
you need?
Derwin.
Give me that.
This?
The half
I
elf.
don't know
He knows
because-
where the star fell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking because I talked with the owls the night before.
Yeah, you.
Oh,
And
yeah.
suddenly the palisade wall
No.
is destroyed
No, that's.
as this
No.
giant tree monster rips the thing apart and comes shambling into the compound.
Okay.
Wait.
This is a good.
And
this
is he
a good
making
thing.
the sound?
You see
This
that
giant tree monster going.
you see that the tree is full of owls.
We did it.
Just
We
all
saved-
wafted.
We saved everyone.
And
Oh, he's a
Otherwise,
cooler
it's-
druid than me!
He's probably like 10 levels higher than you.
you're
But
level
I
4.
want to turn into that!
Soon enough.
all right, so
not-
that's
I'm
gonna
gonna be a
He's
tree
out-
full of owls.
He's out druiding me. You have an NPC out druiding
You
me.
use your moment of heroism to get flown down a chimney. Next time, turn into a tree.
I don't know. He had to question if I could turn into a spider. I for sure can't turn into a tree monster.
You don't know till you try, Amy, and roll above a 14.
all right. So
16.
Oh yeah.
at this point, the
Oh my god,
Just
Amy.
at that moment,
Amy turns into a giant
Low
tree
Storm is better than the other
What's wrong with
druid.
that dragon?
He's leaning.
That is a mean
leaning
lean
hard.
on that Tarrasque.
Yeah, Amy broke that.
Oh, I see
Oh
how it is.
gosh.
Yeah, I was
Alright.
making a point.
That was
It was an improvised.
You need to take
moment.
this shit more serious.
But so there.
all right. So
All right, Amy, the bits
Yeah.
done.
Please take the Tarrasque off of
Please
the
take the
game.
Tarrasque.
No, a Tarrasque can show up. That's fine by me. Let me just make a note.
No
Tarrasque.
notes, no notes.
Tarrasque astrally projects.
And covers Low Storm in ice.
No, that's I'm about to do something with the gems.
All right. So at this point, the
Ice everybody down.
the giant blood demon creature again slurps into the ground, and it reappears and engages with the treant, which has just
The treant.
which has just breached the compound, and it
Make out.
attacks all 4 times against the treant.
Yeah, you better run.
So 1, 2, 18, and that hits. Yeah, so it hits all 4 times. So that is 8d6 plus 20. I keep hitting the mic, sorry.
I bet that sounds
6,
cool.
5, 11,
Chat's into it.
Plus 6 is 17.
Those freaks.
Do you think you can get a root beer?
Can I just roll some d6s?
Get a root beer.
23.
Yeah, why do you get half on the
43
fight?
points of damage.
I don't think
The good news is that the treant doesn't have any blood.
There's a root beer over there.
Yay.
He has sap and syrup.
Yeah,
Fiber.
but
You
we
want a
did
warm
just
one?
release a fire demon, so you know, I think he's susceptible
Oh
to
yeah,
that.
he might
Yeah.
use susceptible
Thank
to
you,
fire.
All right.
Vintage.
And it's pretty well
actually
known
kinda
that
cool.
Derwith and the rest of them aren't very good friends either.
All right, so that's this guy's over. We're gonna move him over there. Okay.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Oh man.
Oh my.
So you got a blood demon on you.
Yes. I
That's
got
the
well, I
one
got
you
two,
got
I got
on you,
two blood
too.
demons.
All
on
right,
me.
so Alton's going to attack you. Oh, I'm sorry.
I roll.
Roll
Yeah,
Alton. I will roll the other guy.
I roll.
He hits.
Damn it, I missed. Can I have a reroll to attack Kyle?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh wait, no. Kyle,
Yeah.
what are you doing? You're healed all
I'm a
No, no, no,
shadow
he's-
boy.
It's his shadow
He's playing his
monster.
shadow monster too, but don't give it to him, please.
No, I didn't hear.
You get hit by the other one.
I would love to share my rerolls. Oh no!
How
Oh
much?
15 points.
Okay.
no! Are you up?
No, I'm still up.
Nope.
I'm at 36 minus 15. So
You need to
Nice.
redo. We need to redo your hair blood.
Yeah, it falls. It fell when I was trying to get a soda.
I really like your bangs.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, your
Alright.
new fringe is so cute.
Yeah.
Don't get me
Let's
dead.
see if
Nope.
that is going to hit.
How many did you unlock?
So that's...
Just one.
But,
more
yeah,
It's
damage
gonna
to me.
replace the-
No, the loggers are getting
Oh,
attacked
okay.
over
Okay.
here,
Top.
and in fact,
That's perfect.
plus 3, 8. Yeah.
Ooh,
All right. So
baby, I
another
love
one of
it.
the loggers gets converted to gets felled. But actually, he just gets felled by a shadow demon. Doesn't get converted. All right.
It's weird to make a save and still die.
All right, and that guy misses. Okay, so it is now Jorvin's turn.
All right, Jorvin.
Jorvin.
Let's do some work.
Jorvin.
I am sick of Alton's shadow demon attacking me. As my bonus action, I'm going to ensnaring strike and then punch him in the face.
Do you think if you kill his shadow that Alton will die?
I have no idea.
He's like,
And I don't care.
yeah, I hope so.
Oh.
Dink.
Does a 16 hit his shadow demon?
Yes.
Okay. So make a DC 14 strength.
You're looking
save.
straight at me.
Or no, I guess the shadow
Oh
demon
wow.
makes
Well, it has a -5 on
He's
this.
staring at me with hate. It weren't me. I didn't do nothing to you.
It weren't me.
It
it
weren't
doesn't
me.
make it.
Okay, so like all of these vines and branches shoot up around it and essentially it restrain the shadow demon.
Okay.
I'm going and then I'm going to like in my I'm gonna pull out one of like the many little things that I have like maybe a paring knife or something that I have, and I'm gonna grab a portion of it. I'm gonna like try and drag a little bit of the shadow over to Alton and like the Peter Pan style. I'm gonna try and like literally just
I'm
try
pretty
and
far
start
away from it.
sewing it.
I'm like at least 30 feet away from it.
Oh, that's so cute.
I'm
though.
picturing Jorvin dressed as Wendy.
I am very Pan-like.
All right. So what's the
Kinda
actual mechanical
are. Very
effect here?
feminine.
Yeah. We'll grow up.
Like
Little whiny brat.
Parents
essentially
abandoned me.
is there like he doesn't have a shadow. I get like I that thematically that's like that's my intention, but I wanna is there anything that I guess would it be like an Arcana in check to see if there's anything I can do to like reunite them in some way, or is it just we have to defeat this thing, or because I still have another attack, I can
give me an Arcana check, I guess.
So I got no rerolls. Okay, no, that's gonna be.
Yeah,
a
you haven't
7.
seen this kind of magic before, and you're not even sure what.
Okay, then I'll just use my my second my offhand to swipe at the other one next to me then.
Okay.
So he's restrained now, and then I'll swipe at the other one.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Man, I'm rolling so
You had a chance.
bad today. So that will be a grand total of 9 damage. So 4, right? 4 halved.
High or low?
High. Let's go high. Nope.
It's all right. It's still got 2 hit points left.
Which one is that?
The original Minotaur one that he's been tanking forever. So, all right, Strum.
I've been whittling
Strum
it down.
Thrum.
Okay, now where am I?
You're still over here, right? Or did you
Oh,
move?
that's
You moved.
right.
Oh, you moved.
I moved closer to. I'm at 60 feet from Alton.
Keep forgetting. Here's my freaking. I'll put these right here.
But Alton seems to be over in that purple square.
Yeah, this is the abstract part, and this is the map over here.
Okay.
He's like somewhere over here, right?
Okay.
He was fighting the big demon guy.
It's a demon.
Here's what I want to do. I want to move up.
I wanna.
Ziggy, 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 ziggy. I want to use my hero's favor.
Yeah!
And I want to move kind of up on the main blood demon.
Okay, he's all the way across the compound here, right? He dissolved into the ground and came up.
So how far is that?
Did you flutter?
I mean, you're using your
mock
hero's
myself
favor,
like
so
that.
tell me what you want to do, and then
Not
we'll
a
roll the
fucking
dice and see what
penguin.
happens.
Well, what I want to do is kind of cast an enhanced version of Mage Hand, where I come up behind him and use the Mage Hand to go up into his like ribs and try to rip the Minotaur heart from his body. Because
Okay.
I think that's what's fueling him. So.
Okay.
Oh my.
All right, just roll your
Strum's
dice.
pretty
you
metal.
tell me.
Yeah.
Cue Strum with a fucking like total axe with like 2 handles.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that you can't use this to straight up kill somebody, right?
What about like deactivate them?
You may somehow. Like,
If I can't yank it out, maybe just like
Squeeze it.
squeeze it really hard.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just telling you, like, you can't use this roll to like go, I kill the monster, which is.
I was
essentially
gonna
what
let
you're
you
saying.
do with it what you want,
Okay,
but
fair enough. Sounds good.
I guess my intention is to either temporarily stop him, or causing him to be in some sort of prone state afterwards, or if I can't pull the heart out, then at least that action of ripping it or gripping it is going to cause like an intense damage, I guess.
All right. Well, give me your roll, and we will go with the consequences.
Okay, what's been rolling good here? Let's turn this.
2d10.
Oh,
2d10.
that's right.
No bumps, no rerolls apply.
You got this.
Add your proficiency bonus.
Oh, so that's 13,
15.
14, 15. Fuck, so
That's
close.
One away.
Right?
That's 15
It's
is
mixed.
Yeah, mixed results.
Fuck, so close.
Okay.
Why couldn't you
Damn
get
it.
extraordinary like me?
I was
All right.
really close.
Okay.
But if you want to take this moment to brag, go for it.
Well, I didn't just get a success. I got extraordinary success.
All right. So.
Oh my god.
Just want people to know how good I am at games. It's all I have. It's all I have. You have so much in your life. This is all I have.
So you pull the you reach out with your mage hand and try to amplify your spell to the best of your ability, and again you somehow manage to summon even more arcane power than that spell would normally allow, and you are somewhat surprised at your ability to channel a bardic magic in a way that you never thought possible. And the hand reaches into, there's no ribs, right? It has no other solid form. It's like flowing, coalescing, continually reforming
into
blood.
his body fountain.
And yeah, you reach straight through the outline of his
His
body.
chocolate fountain of a body.
And
It's like a fondue.
and you pull the beating heart out through its back, and you leave this gaping hole in the creature's form, right? And there's this kind of like
And it makes
sound
another one.
as it makes this noise, right? and it turns and it looks at you, and then it points, and the beating heart just goes sailing across the compound and impacts you, like slams into your chest. Let's see how that works out.
But my bones are hollow bones.
All right.
My soft body and my hollow bones.
Hollow bones.
So, I rolled bad damage, so you take 7 points of damage, but give me a DC 18 Constitution save, please.
You can make this,
DC 18 Constitution. I'll use this.
you can make this a different save if you wish.
Well, I just use inspiration, so I think I'll just stick with that.
Yeah, that's good.
19. What was the?
All right.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay, very good. So you
19
take,
and a 1.
so
And then
it
like
just
a
sort of
million
hits you
rerolls.
and knocks you back
You
a little
said
bit.
7?
You're momentarily stunned. Yeah, 7 points of damage, and you feel your veins and your heart pulse a little bit, but you manage to recover, and the heart just sort of hovers in the grasp of your mage hand. It's like pulsing, and you see that your mage hand is beginning to take on, like you see spider webs of veins go into your mage hand.
Oh, creepy.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, well,
That's
I
weird.
cast a spell, so I have a bonus action. Oh, that actually doesn't count as my action,
that was
right?
your
Because it's hero's favor.
Mhm.
Yeah. You got a full turn.
Can I stab the heart?
Yes.
I want to stab that heart with my short sword.
With your beak.
I'm not gonna put my mouth on that.
Bite it.
My
don't
beautiful
know.
bird lips.
I don't know how thorough I'm gonna go through to catch all of your mugs to count.
You good luck. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna whip out my. Or I guess I'm gonna whip out my short sword and try to plunge it into the
Go.
heart in the mage hand. And I'm also going to. I have rerolls, so I guess I don't need to bump it.
All right. You can always bump the damage.
Ooh, okay. So 18 plus. Oh yeah, 18 plus 6.
That hits.
Okay, definitely great.
All right.
And then I'd like to bump the damage since I bet this heart with no armor on has like no ACs.
All right.
Yeah.
Roll twice the dice
Why?
because it's vulnerable to damage. The heart is vulnerable to damage.
This is the nicest thing you've ever done for me.
Roll more dice.
That's so nice.
All
Or
right.
he's gonna turn this around somehow.
10 plus the 3 bumps I gave you, 13 plus 4, 14, 15, 16 points of damage
All right. Very good.
Yay.
to that heart.
And you hear again the form over the shadow form gives this blood curdling screech of agony. And you see it kind of like begin to collapse a little bit.
Yay.
And then I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to...
Yourself.
Low storm or Alton?
I'm going to give it to Alton.
All right, low storm.
Okay.
Can I have one of your...
Alton can't.
So-
Alton can't use it to attack me.
Not this.
Ooh, I can't believe it.
I mean,
So real quick,
my shadow one, but-
I shout to Jordan. Jordan, I got the James. What do they do?
They make ice.
Awesome. And I kind of just lob all 4 of them at Buttface.
Butt face. All right, very good. Give me an attack roll. You have disadvantage on this because you're not proficient with ice gems.
No, I'm not proficient, but that doesn't mean I have disadvantage. It just
Yeah,
means
that's
I don't
exactly
get to
what it
add my
means.
proficiency
No, it
bonus.
means you have disadvantage.
Yeah, well, anyway.
It's like
that's
a
what I'm gonna
weapon
do.
you're not trained to...
This isn't yours, right? Who's this?
No,
That's fine. I already gave it. Yeah.
Okay. I've got some rerolls. We're gonna see what happens.
What happens?
Okay. I have nothing, and it's a dex roll.
Yeah, it's a dexterity.
I have 0 dex.
Okay.
Fuck.
You're trying to hit armor class 18.
Okay, not that.
Ooh, 18.
Oh my god. Well,
What's your
it's
lower one?
disadvantage. It's 16.
So 16, and then.
I don't get to add anything.
Well, wait. You have disadvantage, and you don't get to add your proficiency bonus.
Right.
Yeah. Well, he says
not
because
proficient.
I'm not proficient, that
Well,
means
not
I
pro-
have disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
So just because I'm not proficient doesn't mean I can't have my proficiency.
I don't know if it's gonna happen.
I'll give it one more go, I guess. Just see.
I mean, I've got enough, but the odds are
you got
not
a lot.
great.
Well, they don't carry over for next time anyway,
Yeah.
right? So let's burn them.
Can't take it with you.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to get 18 on the die as the lowest one.
Right.
That's a 2 and a 3. Fuck. No.
Oh my god.
19 and 20! Oh my god! Yay!
All
Thanks, Chad!
right.
Thanks for those rerolls! I do it! They smash into him and he freezes like an ice block just goes around him, right? Something like that?
You threw all 4 gems?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you roll 8 die 6?
Okay. 8 of them, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I stabbed him a couple of times, you know.
Okay.
It's
5,
mostly me. It's mostly
10.
Stop, Eric! Quit masturbating in front of all of us. It's embarrassing.
It's the only way I can get off.
22.
All right, 22. All right, very good.
And does he get frozen?
Yeah, so most of them land around his feet and whatnot, and you see the flowing blood just turn into solid chunks, and his arm freezes up. Mm-hmm. And he kind of pulls away, and then it just like separates into
I've seen this movie. It's T2.
as the column of ice hits the ground. Ka-chunk.
Awesome.
But he's paralyzed or something cool. It's ice, man.
Big chunks of them are encased in ice.
Big chunks are okay. Well, you said that his arm just removed itself from the ice.
No, what I mean is the part of it is frozen, like from the forearm down, and he tries to pull it away, and it just breaks off. Like the part from the forearm down just breaks off.
So his arm's free.
No, he lost part of his arm.
Like T.
Oh,
like T1000, like
In
Terminator.
as if it were turning off.
She doesn't get pop culture.
No, I do. It's also like the Snowpiercer.
Yes.
Tilda Swinton.
Yeah, the guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just picturing Lowstorm as Elsa from Frozen, just like let it go, can't hold it back.
All right, Alton.
Yay! I did it. Yay! I did it. That's all I wanted to do.
I'm gonna. That guy's pretty far away from me, but I can make it to where Jorvin is.
Yes.
And then I'm gonna stab the fuck out of that doppelganger thinks he can be Alton. There can only be one
You're gonna stab yourself?
Yeah, there can only be one goddamn Alton Newberry up in this bitch.
How masturbatory.
It's I don't.
It's a brand.
Does anyone want to give me a reroll?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait,
I know.
I'm out.
I've got
Can I bump? Can I?
Wait, why would you give him a reroll
Can I bump?
versus
Can I bump
Alton?
his damage?
What? He's trying to kill his shadow demon.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I bump his damage 3.
Well, I haven't hit yet.
Oh. Well.
Hit! You better fucking hit.
Then you better hit.
Do you hit?
Thank you.
Kyle has faith in you. I don't know why.
I got hope.
Very misplaced. Okay, that's gonna be good. 14 plus 6, so you have 20.
All right. Very good.
And then
He's restrained, so you should have advantage on those attacks.
oh, okay.
Or wait, yeah, restrained means that yeah.
Okay, so let's try.
Just to
I
see if you
rolled
get
3 times, so we'll see if any of those hit. So okay. So he takes a total of 8 damage.
plus 3.
Plus 3. Okay.
All right. Well,
Plus 8.
this is the one that was like severely wounded, right?
Well, no, this is
I'm
him.
doing.
Wait,
Oh,
I
you're
did give
attacking
you
yourself?
Bardic Inspiration.
I can't use that on that.
Oh.
I was just going after the Alton.
Wait, you only hit once when you attacked. How many times?
I only attack once.
Oh.
Those are rerolls.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I don't have 2 attacks yet.
Okay.
that's
Not until next level.
So you did
Rub it in.
11 points?
Rub it in.
I
You
did
have 2
11.
I had 2 attacks because I had my
One for each
offhand
claw.
and I took the
All right.
2-handed feat, so I get to add my
That's
thing to
Pretty
both.
cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I mean, I could take. I already used my my accent surge to attack twice before.
Okay.
Next level, I get 2 attacks.
The Minotaurs destroy this guy.
Yay, Minotaurs!
That happens. How do we do over here?
Can you just get him off the thing entirely?
Yeah, he's out.
Get him out of here.
Bye.
The Minotaurs also destroy this guy.
Oh, whoops.
So that
Oh, that's a good thing.
Yeah. And at this point, we get back around to the. Well, at this point, Solomon Baird sees his chance and shoots a fireball across the clearing.
Oh my gosh.
So, who wants to
gonna
roll?
set that tree on
Who wants
fire.
to roll for the fireball damage here?
Who's been rolling good?
He's going to
Tiles all over it.
upcast it by 1, so that'll be 9d6.
Jesus
2, 4, 6,
Christ almighty.
9.
Wait, what happened to that fire spirit? Did he do anything cool?
You want to roll some attacks for it.
Yes, I have a chance.
Ooh.
Wait, what do I roll a d20 for?
D20. It gets 2 attacks at plus 6.
So I should roll 2d20?
30. 35.
Oh, okay.
35, 5.
35.
Both of those.
Uh-huh.
Or I'm gonna reroll this. Oh my god.
Okay. It gets a saving throw.
So 14. I don't know what its bonuses are.
Plus 6. It's plus 6 to hit.
Okay, so one's a 20 and one's a 12. What's the DC?
12 misses. You're looking for an 18.
18?
Yep.
Last reroll, chat. Yeah, critical! Yes!
Alright, the damage.
So it's a dirty twat and a nasty twat.
Whoa!
So the first
I love
one,
those twats.
The first one is 2d6 plus 3.
Oh, 2d6.
That's the damage.
2d6 plus 3. Oh, okay, so that's 11 plus 3, 14 damage.
I guess it's 46 plus 3 for this.
I don't have that. Can I borrow one? And
So that's
4.
11. Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, it was 14, wasn't it?
What?
Was it 14?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's a lot of ones.
Yeah.
I don't have any rerolls. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus 3, so 13. How did the crit roll work?
Yeah.
Okay.
God damn it.
That's always how it goes.
All right. So there's a dramatic, furious onslaught of magical fire. The fire elemental doesn't take any damage from the massive fireball that Solomon Baird drops on this thing, and you just hear this weird kind of gurgling stream that comes from this thing, and then
That's the blood demon that's making this
Oh,
noise?
I thought it was the panda fairies were
Yeah,
back.
it was like all the
there's one left
there's
and
just a
we're
bunch of
burning it.
panda fairies on fire just flying around now.
Oh, no.
Setting everything else up on
We're the
fire.
heroes.
there are a lot of dead, singed owls that drop out of the.
No,
the
my
trees.
owl friends.
Oh my god.
What have I gotten them into?
And,
I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, they're very stupid.
I'm such a bad ranger.
And then you hear the
feeling like a
shadow
better
creature
druid now.
shouts, Balak Jaroon!
Ooh.
Balak Jaroon! And the shadow of Garen Vance and the shadow of Alton both, it kind of almost simultaneously you hear them say, Gek Vardoon. And they drizzle down into the
What?
ground.
No, you're gonna take your damage at the start of your turn, you SOB.
And
so
they disappear.
darn it.
And likewise, the shadow.
No, we almost had him. No, he didn't because he's frozen and he's paralyzed. Let me have.
Whatever's left of him
We did just
swirls
light him on a
down
lot of fire.
into.
I know, yeah. The fire dissolved all the
He
ice.
just shurgles away.
That's not.
He just had the word shurgle.
And from then on, it's a massive battle to keep the treant at bay as it begins dismantling Fort Baird. Just
Wait, isn't this our homeboy?
Well, our homeboy, not their
Derwith
homeboy.
does not.
I mean,
take
we
kindly
can
to
leave.
Loggers at all.
We've done what we've come
done
to do.
it. We've saved the day.
like everything's just falling down and on fire, and we're like, Well, that seals it.
I stole their ice gems.
Did you do good?
To no avail.
We did
We
great.
set their berries free.
Everybody give me a perception check.
God damn, we suck so bad.
3.
21, 16 plus 5.
9.
10.
In the
11.
Oh, wait, my last reroll, sure.
Wow,
All right.
Amy.
I know.
Trash.
19.
Yeah.
Beta.
19?
Yeah.
What did you get?
11.
Oh, okay.
9.
Yeah, you guys are.
I'm thinking about
Like
butts
I said,
again.
so there is this fireball goes off. The treant is on fire. There's kind of like wounded owls flying around. It is ripping pieces of palisade wall apart. It grabs. This is a water tower. It just picks it up and slams it down and like showers itself with water. There's this giant cascade of mud that flows through the compound. And
my boots.
I body surf it.
I wiggle around in it and stand up and
where are you guys? Oh, low storm. So you. Go,
I was in the middle.
Yeah, you go over to kind of like you kind of back up as you see like this thing doesn't seem to have any sort of reverence for anybody who's in this compound. You back up like, well, I know I called it here, but I'm not sure I want to deal with it here.
Yeah, yeah.
And as you turn and look around, you see behind you a familiar figure who's loading up a wagon and hitching up a pair of horses. And in the back of the wagon, there's a large trunk and a couple smaller chests and a couple other things that like bedrolls that he's thrown in the back of the wagon. He's hitching up a couple of draft horses to the thing.
And who's this person I recognize?
And you look, and he looks over his shoulder to see if anybody's looking at him, and you recognize Haverick.
Oh yeah, he's the captain of the boat.
Yeah. When we were.
He's the guy I saw when I was checking out butts and whatnot.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Okay.
all.
Is he the?
We
He's
were
not
on
the
good
dwarf.
terms, right?
No,
with
he's the
Haverick?
boat captain.
Like I know that we
He's
kind of lost him
in the
his
first episode.
bit, but
I mean, you weren't on actively hostile terms. He had a lot of, he had
He saved his butt.
He had this big treasure that he had been kind of
Yeah,
hoarding
we did save his butt.
to pay off the mob and then or pay off the pirates.
yeah, but we didn't lose it for him. That was the sea hag.
No, that was the sea hag.
But I gave him a
So-
big talking to about how he needed to respect us more.
Well, you see him.
I pointed him, and then I'm like, and I start running towards him.
And he kind of looks, and he's like, oh, shit. Like, all right, come on. All right, so yeah, Jorvin begins waddling over to...
Well, do I see him too?
Yeah, you see
I got
him
a
too.
19.
Yeah.
Well, if Jorvin's going, it's like, come on, flock party, let's get out of this real terrible mess. Aren't I a better druid than this fucking thing?
Yeah, while I'm doing that, since I'm really only using my movement, I'm gonna use my action to do like minor illusion to essentially kind of like for at least one of them that like whoever pretty much is absolutely not paying attention, kind of like doing some like snapping noises or something like in my direction.
I probably actively have a concussion.
Yeah. So I just essentially do like some sort of like effect that is like making you turn back towards me, so you see the rest of us running.
Jorvin.
Like, come on!
Oh, sorry, I'm late.
All right.
We're late.
You jump in the wagon and take off down the trail as you hear the sounds of. There's a couple more fireballs go off inside the compound, and then something extraordinary happens. The lumber mill, boom, explodes, just like this massive column of flame just shoots up into the sky. And everybody give me another perception check, please.
Oh no.
We're the heroes.
Ooh.
Critical.
20,
26.
23
14.
for me.
All right.
Oh, I got a 21.
14.
So as you turn around and peer back and you see this column of flame just arcing up into the gray mists that envelops the entire Ironwood forest, you see the strangest thing. You see pieces of worked lumber that have kind of a dull gray sheen to them, right? They're like big rough like 2x12 planks. And as they go up into the air, you notice that they don't ever like turn and settle back down again, right? They just begin spinning and floating up, and disappear up into the mist above.
Oh gosh.
There's a magnet or something?
Reverse grav? I don't know. God knows.
All right.
Just for flavor text, this is explosions happening in the back. We're all sitting on the back of the wagon watching it, and as we're going away, 30 feet behind the cart is my mage hand, still holding that minotaur, just slowly following the cart.
Havrick looks at you.
Did we win? Are we the heroes?
He says,
I heal you.
Havrick says, I tell you what, I'll cut you a deal. I need the big box to get my ship back. You can have the little box as long as we never met.
Who are you?
But we have met.
Yeah, what do you
And
mean?
see.
What do you mean? Definitely not before. Remember on the boat? I beat you at the card game.
And I told you to respect us more, and I wonder if that made any difference.
I think I understand what he's saying.
Oh, okay,
You
good.
have a concussion. I don't know that you don't mind
We can't
him.
trust you.
All right.
I feel fine.
He says, do we have a deal?
We have a deal.
Sure.
Yes, deal.
All right. You open up the trunk, and you each find something magical.
It happened to me right in front
All right.
of my face.
So, I want each of you to roll percentile dice. You probably...
How many? 200?
Yeah, a D100. What did you get?
I got a 007.
You roll
So,
another one.
07, you
Oh,
find a
that's
potion
also
of supreme
two.
healing.
Okay.
Where'd my other one go?
It's right here.
33.
Oh.
Either one. Either one.
You find a potion of speed.
56.
Ooh. 56. Ooh. What kind of ranged weapon do you use?
I use a crossbow.
You find a set of... let me see what it says here. How much ammunition?
That potion actually will come in real handy. No permanent item, but you know.
You find a +3 crossbow bolt.
Nice.
Not a set of, just one.
It's just one. That's what it says here.
Let's roll again.
15.
15. You also find a potion of supreme healing.
And mine's just speed or extreme speed.
Potion of speed.
Potion of
it's
speed.
pretty much, it lets you cast haste on yourself, essentially.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is great.
That's
Or
what
we
you
can give
find.
it to,
Thanks to
Alden,
our friends in the chat.
Oh, they gave us
Yay.
magical items!
Hey everyone, this has been season 3.
Yeah, I think
4,
technically 3.
I don't, of the Ironkeep Chronicles. We're gonna do a mid-season break. We're gonna take 4 weeks off. We're coming back on September 12th. Is that correct, Mr. Domzuk?
I believe so.
Sounds right. Well, you can always check our calendar. ! Calendar. Calendar. Or go over to our website, savingthrowshow.com, and follow us on the Twitter handles, and we will keep you up to date with all that. Thank you so much to everyone who donated tonight, who subbed up tonight, who just spread the word on social media and told your friends to tune in and watch. We very much appreciate it. I had a great time. I hope you two did as well. Let's have a big round of applause, Mr. Kyle Caps.
Woo!
Yeah!
Hey, thank you. This was a blast.
Haha, get it?
Yeah. So much fire.
What are you gonna do with your break?
Well, I think I'll have a week off, and then we're coming back to. It's not next week, but the week after that we're starting League of Adventures. Or is it next week?
Next Tuesday.
It is next Tuesday? Okay, yeah, so next Tuesday my friend Zeke is going to be DMing his League of Adventures, like it's like 1920s pulp.
Oh, fun!
Using the Genesis.
The Genesis system. The Genesis system.
It has a certain genesis.
Yeah, and actually, both me and Amy are going to be on it.
Mm-hmm.
So
this will be round 2 of this adventure.
Yeah, Calliope is coming back.
Yes, my character's name is Calliope, and her nickname is Kahlua because she She drinks from a flask, but only Kahlua is a liqueur.
And I'm a big I'm gonna get to be a tank. I'm a big burly Scotsman Nazi smasher by the name of Douglas McDougal.
Who's also
McGoogle.
He's equally obsessed with cooking.
Oh, he
or
is.
baking.
That's right. No, it was baking. It was specifically like blueberry muffin recipes.
Yes. But I sense a theme, and I've only played in 2 games with you.
Very good. Normally I play much more utility. But yeah, check me out at KJC Illustration. I actually just did a little doodle of Jordan fighting that I posted up, and hopefully I'll have a few more doodles and stuff like that, and stuff for League of Adventure as well.
Awesome. Awesome. Very good. Very good. Amy Vorpal.
Yeah. You can catch me at Vorpal Sword. And I'll just be doing a lot of different internet stuff over at Nerdist and Alpha and Geek and Sundry here, and other places. But that's where I post. That's where I post.
We'll see you next week on Tuesday.
Yeah, I'll be here at League of Adventure on Tuesday, here with Kyle, Zeke, and Hudson.
It's fine. We didn't want to go.
Cool. It's not going to be. I'll be back. I'll be Baxter. Will not be Baxter.
Okay. Yeah, we have a new person.
Who's who?
Ravity.
Oh, Ravity's in it. Oh, excellent.
I have not met Ravity.
She's great, and I'm really excited to play with her again.
Awesome.
We play in Zeke's home Star Wars home game. So.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, Havana Mahoney.
Wee.
Let a slide. Oh. Well, I'm honored by both of whatever that is. You can find me on Twitter at Havanarama, HAVANARAMA, or you can find me over on Twitch where I stream 6 days a week, variety video games of all sorts, and that is just Vanna, VANA, twitch.tv/VANA. And yeah, I do RP stuff over there, but on Grand Theft Auto Online. So if you like the roleplay capacity of tabletop games, you might enjoy tuning in for that as well. I definitely enjoy role-playing on there. Yeah, I don't think I have any extra bonus things going on right now, so that's it.
Other than prepping your one-shot.
When are we doing that?
I'm not sure exactly. Okay. We're gonna figure that out. Well, maybe as a prequel before we come back, the week before we come back.
End of last week, or I think it was Friday when I was working. I put on
Mamma Mia.
I put on Mamma Mia, and I watched it.
I
had a few people pass by in the office. They were like, "What the fuck are you?"
What are you doing? So the old one or the original one?
No, it was the recent one with Pierce and all the.
Okay.
Pierce Brosnan's in the first one.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's what I mean. Yeah. I wasn't sure if she was.
I think is the one now in theaters still?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. No. It was the first one with the dads.
It's a sequel to.
Yeah, not the sequel.
What's the difference?
It takes place after the.
I don't understand.
Now she's found her dads. Now there's more stuff.
Well,
there's more dads.
No,
I think now there's more moms.
It shows how the mom met all the dads. And
so it's a prequel.
No, sequel, prequel. I don't know.
It's the daughter is learning the story. So
as long as there's more dads.
No.
And ABBA.
As long as there's more Dabba.
Dabba.
Dads and ABBA.
Dabba.
Mr. Eric Reichert, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
You can always follow me on the social medias at Mostly Shit, or you can follow me on Twitch at Mostly Eric. I just got the new expansion to World of Warcraft, so I'm probably going to be playing that.
I'll be jumping on too.
On my Gerblin Sherman.
Gerblin Sherman. Is his name Sherman?
Yeah, it's a goblin.
I wasn't. It's just asking.
Whatever.
Fake nerd boys. Hate them.
I just played Minecraft for the first time last night, and all I can do is think about exactly how cubes are gonna form a circle for my hobbit hole.
Yeah.
You guys are fucking so lame.
Excuse me as I pretend to be a cop on GT.
I am a cop.
I took a test. I passed.
I did very well.
Let's hear for Mr. Dom Zook, the man behind the cameras and the keyboards.
Yay!
Over here. You can catch Dom Friday night. Wildcards is doing a campfire chat. In fact, if you go and submit questions in our Google form, we will be taking those first before we get to any of the live chat questions that night for Wildcards. That's Friday night at 8. That's the next thing that's coming up. Sunday, we don't have anything on Saturday. Sunday at 1 o'clock, we have Gosh Darn Fiasco with the Double Clicks. Rich Molina and friends will be here. That's a brand new show for us, so we're excited about that, to have the Double Clicks in running a game of Fiasco. If you've never played or watched Fiasco, I highly imagine it's basically Coen Brothers the role-playing game, and if that sounds awesome to you, you are correct.
It's Ironkeep without all the rolling and
without all the
combat.
dice, yeah.
And anyone telling you can't do that.
No, you just decide why you fail yourself.
Yeah.
And then Sunday at 5 we have our second installment of our Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy skin of Tempting Fate with North Hollywood's GM Rick Budd and friends. So tune in for Tempting Fate at Sunday at 5 o'clock. Big thanks to everyone who subbed up, donated, etc. Big thanks to our mods who help keep everything safe, friendly, clean, and accessible to all of our new viewers, and keep the keep the community in a cool and safe space. Thank you to Littlest Finger and Alex Shamas. I didn't catch those before the game was over, so we will
go to a different.
Yeah, we'll send those off to somebody else here. Your rerolls for your subbing up. Thank you. However, thanks so much for your support. You can catch me at Dungeon Bastard on Twitter. We won't probably have disorganized play, but I'm considering running some sort of one-shot here. So if you would like to weigh in on what you would like to see me run, I am gonna try and maybe entrap Amy Vorpal into playing Fall of Magic, which is a heavy story game and is an amazing game. But if you have suggestions,
I'm friends with Amy, so if you need to get
why just Amy?
Will this also be Mamma Mia?
because she's the best at any game that doesn't.
No, I'm
involve
just saying,
dice.
like, we're really good friends, so if I can talk to her for you.
Oh, you know her?
Yeah.
Oh, you know Amy? What? You know Amy Vorpal?
I'm pretty.
Yeah,
you
she
know this
texted me
Erica?
during the game, so we're
Really?
pretty good.
Is she as cool in real life as she seems on stream?
No. She's crazy.
Off stream, she's a mess of anxiety.
Hey, you can continue this conversation or not, but you can definitely see all of our clips and gifs over our Discord channel.
Healthy.
Before anyone's
Be healthy.
neuroses gets any worse, let's dungeon!
Now hear ye, oh you rascals, with the bellies full of pie, and listen to this tale of old where the heroes both feet high. He's the master of concealment and an adept at disguise, which heroes is when he's seeking faster, husband wants to lie. He's slain many a villain, be it dragon, monk or wizard. He's looted chests of all the best of treasures he could find. He's the undefeated champion of adventure, war and passion, and he sings his song as he goes along with a fiddle and a pipe. The grass is green, the air is clean, a sweet lass by my side. There ain't no fun in looking so as trees are on behind. The world is full of monsters, well, but they ain't here at the time. So lift your ropes, propose a toast to these drunken friends of mine. A hero journey far and wide, but it riches, gold and magic. But he never found his true love sight, and it made him sad and tired.